But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
All right. We get it. It's the Opie and Anthony theme song. So every time you hear it out on, when you're out and about, you think of us.
Well, it just means important stuff is about to happen.
Of course it is.
Alert everybody.
Jimmy. Hi, Jim.
So what do you think of this, A-Rod? I'm not a big fan, but I think you said it best in the office. The guy's getting railroaded.
Yes, A-Rod is getting railroaded. You know, he's got the steroid scandal that he used steroids back in, I believe, 2003, was it?
2003.
2003?
In '03.
Oh, 03. I saw Brooks, stupid Brooks, the scene where he gets, where he offs himself from the time he left Shawshank. Like, I woke up at that point, and then I'm watching, and then after he was dead, I went back to sleep. It's the only good part to watch right now. So, and when I did see the library part, though, where he's like, I've been here since, let me see, I got here at 05, and you did nothing with the library, you useless old fool.
He did what he could.
No, he did nothing. Easy peasy Japanesey indeed. Yeah.
So, A-Rod.
A-Rod, well, they had these results, these steroid results, from him and, 100 and some people. Was 100 I don't know. And it was supposed to be, these results were supposed to be destroyed afterwards. This was just to see if there was a problem in baseball that they should really kind of address and pay more attention to. And somehow this didn't get destroyed, and A-Rod's name recently pops out on it 5 years ago, and over 5 years ago, and he's being railroaded. He's being, I'm not a big fan, but I was saying before, murderers have gotten off on technicalities like this. Hey, this evidence isn't admissible. It's supposed to be kept private. It's whatever.
But what's going to happen to the guy?
Nothing. Apparently, the Yankees have been like, hey, we're cool with you. They had some harsh words for him at first, but he came out. He went on ESPN. He gave his little apology. Mm-hmm. Admitted to doing them, saying he was young and stupid. He was under a lot of pressure, a lot of money that the Rangers had given him, and he felt he had to perform. So he kind of jumped on the bandwagon and started doing the steroids. But I don't know. What are you going to do? Start kicking everyone out of baseball?
Of course not. What they need to do,
shunning them,
is stop being so secretive and just go, okay, a lot of guys were doing steroids. It was the steroid era. Yes, it happened. And a lot of the big stars of the game were doing them. And that's it. There's nothing we can do about it. Because a lot of the guys were doing it.
Yep.
And now we got some things in place. And we're moving forward.
But
the steroid era, they should announce the steroid era is over in baseball.
Done.
This did happen. There's probably more names that will be coming out. Everyone's looking to see if Derek Jeter's on that list because he's such a goody two-shoes guy.
Yeah. If Derek Jeter's on
if they can prove he was on it, then it's like, okay.
Then
everyone was doing it, so let's just move on. Except for that do-gooder Kurt Schilling who just wants to... Just wants the entire list sent to him. I want the list of names.
At some point he probably did too. Come on.
He's swearing that he didn't.
If it ever came out Jeter did it, then then the Zimmer was on him too. his head was really the size of a raisin, but he just worked out his head muscles.
Good old
to
Zim.
make a giant Zim head.
This is A-Rod back in 2007 on 60 Minutes. It's a quick little 8 seconds.
For the record, have you ever used steroids, human growth hormone, or any other performance-enhancing substance?
No.
See, he thought he was recording a record, though. So for the record.
Right.
not for the truth.
Right.
That's true. Off the record, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
off the record.
Yeah.
I completely did. That's a great way to get around it.
Right.
On the record. No, I don't want to go on the record.
Right.
So no.
Right.
Off the record, you shut that thing off. I'll whisper in your ear. Yeah, I was shooting them up every day.
Well, yesterday he was talking, and it was a little different.
I felt like I had all the weight of the world on top of me, and I needed to perform at a high level every day. Back then, it was a different culture. It was very loose. I was young. I was stupid. I was naive.
You're still all of those things.
He's still young, stupid, naive, and useless after October.
Right. He fell in love with an old broad that just used him, made him look silly. That Madonna,
Yeah.
he gave up everything for Madonna, and Madonna's already moved on to some young Latin thing. he's still
thing. Isn't that what he is?
Yeah. Well, some Brazilian, some 22.
Brazilian or whatever. No, real young, like a 22-year-old. Madonna's hanging out with, and A-Rod's what, 32 maybe? 33, I think.
Who was he talking to yesterday, by the way? Who
Was it Peter?
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
awful. I hate him. He's a Yankee hater.
I was naive, and I wanted to prove to everyone that, I was worth, and being one of the greatest players of all time. And I did take a banned substance. And, for that, I'm very sorry and deeply regretful.
You think he's going to hear A-Roy chants this year?
Hey,
Roy!
Hey, Royd.
So you're saying that the time period was 2001, 2, and 3?
That's pretty accurate, yes.
So what kind of...
Which, by the way, means probably 2004 and dipping into 2005 a little bit.
Is that on the record or off the record,
Yeah.
sir? I'll answer that question.
Because none of these guys fully tell the truth. So if he's admitting 2001, 2002, 2003, that means...
He's Little League. He was shooting them up.
81 to 06.
There's some wiggle room in there.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball with his dad in the backyard, putting a needle in his ass.
What kind of substances were you taking?
Peter, that's the thing. I mean, again, it was such a loosey-goosey era that...
Loosey-goosey?
I'm guilty for a lot of things. I'm guilty for being negligent, naive, not asking all the right questions. And to be quite honest, I don't know exactly what substance I was guilty of using.
You don't know. Come on. Stop. Come on. Stop. Anyway, I guess somewhere in the interview he was saying that a lot of this stuff you get at GNC.
Yeah.
Really?
And the back page of the Daily News today can't get this at GNC, and
really?
And just shows what he was on, which is pretty much a steroid. So that's the big news with A-Rod all over the place yesterday.
Yeah, he was the big story in sports.
Yeah, but it's coming out that Clemens. I mean, can't really prove the Clemens thing yet, but
if I had to guess,
if you had to guess, right?
Yeah, if I had to go on the record,
right. Well, off the record,
it's ridiculous because all these guys did it.
Mm-hmm.
Just end it already. Just say, all right, whoever did it, did it. That's it. Now there's things in place. If we find out you're doing, we're going to test you. We do this. If you're in, then you pay some consequences. But you can't go digging back, when they were still trying to figure all this out.
Mm-hmm.
It's over. Enough with it. Who cares?
Yeah.
They got the scarlet letter. They're just smacking on all these guys.
That's the best thing baseball could do. Just completely admit it.
Move
Say
on.
the year is over. Yeah, exactly. And now if they do it, they're in deep S.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it. That's how it works.
Still don't like that A-Rod, but you got to kind of stick up for him a little bit. Right?
Yeah, because of the circumstances.
I
whether
know
you like it or not.
I know damn well a bunch of my Mets were doing the roids.
Oh, hell yeah.
I know damn well.
What do you think? You think Howard Johnson was doing the roids?
I was thinking more the Stalk. Remember the Stalk? George, what was his name? George Theodore. Was it George Theodore, the Stalk?
The Stalk.
It was just awful.
What about Gary Carter?
Gary Carter, was he on the roids?
Gary Carter had some big-ass arms on him.
He sure did. He had like Popeye arms.
Yeah.
What about Felix Mion?
Rusty Staub.
Rusty Staub.
Ow.
Who had roid rage on the Mets back then during the '86? They were like
Dykstra. Hello.
Yeah, that's okay.
Nails.
That's what I was going for. Lenny Dykstra.
They called him Nails because he was injecting steroids with nails. You want to make sure he got it in there.
So his butt cheek looked like it just looked like it had nails in it.
Yeah, he just dipped nails in roids and just hammered them home.
Yeah.
Good old Nails. But man, that Nails knows how to get a portfolio together, huh?
Certainly does.
He's made way more money outside of baseball than he did when he was playing.
Yep.
The other story, I see Jimmy is kind of perusing the article. Wow. This Chris Brown, what the F?
He was a little angry.
Holy crap. I didn't even know he was dating that Rihanna, that Umbrella,
Yeah.
and Disturbia, two huge monster songs. And he beat the crap out of her, it looks like.
Allegedly bit her. She had bite marks on her.
Right? Go to TMZ. They're saying that her face was beat up and that he used his fist. It's all swollen, fat lip.
How do you do that? How do you just get a girl and just punch her in the face like that?
Are you asking seriously?
Unless,
He's 19 and I didn't realize they were that young, and she's 20.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a...
But they're saying law enforcement sources have now gotten specific with us. Police took pictures of Rihanna's injuries, and they are horrific. As we reported, the photos show major contusions on both sides of the singer's face. There is serious swelling and bruising.
Is this her? That's okay. You stepped on my great line.
What were you saying?
Okay. You plowed into that before I got my great line out.
What was your line?
That they're young.
I said that they were young, because I didn't realize that she was 20 and he was 19.
Yeah, I said that they I'm not even going to say it.
You have to now.
I can't. Now it's past the point.
It's already a pileup. That's the beauty of it.
The whole thing's a mess. Let's go.
It's a cluster up.
Yeah, what was it, Ed?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Her lips.
I said it's okay.
Oh, I thought you were trying again. No?
Go ahead.
No, I was a good freshman in high school line. They're still in high school. See, because they got left back.
Jesus.
That's what you call the best example of backdooring it you'll ever see. Wow, was that good?
You parked that rig nicely.
Oh, horrible.
You backed that right
really
into the
did.
spot, man. Her lip is split and her nose bloody.
Wow.
We have now confirmed there are bite marks on one of her arms and on several fingers.
He was biting her fingers.
I think that they were fighting over their last helping of popcorn.
She was feeding him, and he got a little rambunctious.
Yeah, she didn't read the sign, apparently.
Oh, Jesus, what's wrong with you guys today?
I don't know what it is. Could be don't pee in the pool.
Hey, bitter.
Yeah. Any sign will do.
And we know this. Rihanna claims Brown struck her with his fist, and that's what did the damage. There was no object used in the alleged attack. Rihanna refused treatment at the scene, but before she left, cops took photos. We're told the photos alone are devastating proof of abuse.
I hope he didn't bite her thumb off. Did he do that? And then maybe her foot? Was it his birthday? No? I'm just wondering.
They said, this article I'm reading said that they were screaming at each other. Like, this was like a weekend-long brawl. And they were screaming. They were just, their mother effing each other, F you, back and forth at this nightclub. And all these executives were around. I guess they were used to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If they've seen it before, then this isn't the first time. And then, what a creep.
They were at Clive Davis's house when this happened.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah. The producer.
So, more will come out today, that's for sure. Wow, I just saw a side boob of Courtney Love. That was horrific, Danny.
She doesn't look that good these days.
Look at that side boob on, where are we going? Superficial.com, thesuperficial.com if you want to check it out for yourself. That is horrible. Danny does a lot of surfing right off the bat.
Her face is awful, too.
Yeah, she's just not holding up at all. All right, we're going to take our first break, but You got to guess who the mystery computer voice is today.
Mystery computer voice?
That's all I'm saying right now.
You've come equipped with this magical computer and voice. How long have you been using this?
Almost 2 years. I found the voice online.
Amazing. Just amazing. Why have you chosen to call your computer voice Sir Lawrence?
Chaz named him. He has a British accent. Actually, when I slow him down, he sounds a little like Hell 9000.
All right. A 2001 reference for those who are not in the know.
I know the answer, so I won't say it. But
Well,
That is
when you find out who the answer is, you're going to be blown away.
devastating.
And wait till you see the video. We'll turn a lot of people onto the video today.
Zoinks.
You got an idea, Ant?
Yeah, I got an idea. We'll let the listeners go on this.
Who is the mystery computer voice? We got a couple more tracks of that after the break.
it's a very kissable face.
Opie and Anthony. Good morning. Opie and Anthony. 877-212-ONA. We're trying to figure out who the mystery computer voice is. It's kind of depressing, to be honest with you. Oh. Want another example of the computer voice guy? Here you go.
Can you give us some idea of the special relationship and partnership you have with your wife?
She has been there for me every moment during this experience. Apart from the steadfast help and support, I value her companionship. We have so many common interests, and she has been very active in our business affairs.
Well, I would say you're a lucky man.
Lucky man.
Well, when we give you the answer.
Compared to who?
Right. Compared to the Elephant Man?
Maybe,
No, I
yeah.
think the Elephant Man was luckier.
No, the Elephant Man had a big, heavy head. This guy's head is lighter.
A lot lighter. Wow.
That is really bad.
Should we do the big reveal, or should
How
we...
does he control the talking thing? Does he type?
I don't know. I don't know who was just moving.
He types it in?
Yeah.
Stunty says he types.
He types, and then this computer voice does the job for him. Yeah, he was very famous.
Everybody pretty much knew this guy, knew what he looked like, saw him on TV. Give you that. Yeah.
As long as his thumbs are okay.
Yes. Those thumbs.
Jesus.
Wow, that's yes.
All right.
Famous digits.
Here we go. Here's the last track of the mystery computer voice. It'll probably give it away. Most certainly will.
What films impressed you most this past year? We're in the midst of award season. I'd like to know your assessment of the best.
It was a good year. Among the Oscar nominees, I especially admired Milk, Frozen River, Slumdog Millionaire, Rachel Getting Married, Doubt, and The Wrestler. The best film of the year was probably Schenectady, New York.
I know many human beings who can't say Schenectady, New York either, so I wouldn't be too harsh with so long.
Schenectady.
He just couldn't spell it.
Yeah.
That's probably
Oh,
why.
God, is that him?
Yeah, that's Roger Ebert, the famed film critic there.
Siskel and Ebert. You might remember the cursed duo of, of film reviewers.
They taped their show on 3 Mile Island. Inside a reactor. Jesus.
What the hell, right?
I don't know. They both had major problems.
I think the film industry, yeah.
Siskel's dead, right?
Sprinkled, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Siskel died.
Oh, Siskel died of pudding-headinitis.
Yeah, he had brain cancer.
Yikes.
And now Ebert talks like that because what? Pretty much his throat's gone?
Everything is gone on him from, like, the upper lip or from the bottom lip down.
They took his jaw, too?
They took his jaw, his
Where's the
neck.
latest video?
Everything is like they had to rebuild it.
That's why he wears the high turtleneck. And his droopy lower lip has been made, I think.
They had to build a lip out of something.
Come
I don't know what
on.
they used.
Yeah.
What looks like lip? Did they take some of his hole and just moisten? He's got to Vaseline it every day. Make it look like a lip.
Always puckered.
Some scrote. They just lace them on there. What makes a good lip?
I don't know. We need to
maybe something from the inside of your mouth. Maybe they take some of your inside of your cheek and put it there. Who knows what these Dr. Frankensteins that have to do these procedures do?
Just amazing.
I wonder if he smoked. That's what you always wonder when something like this happens. Stop with these thumbs upping everywhere.
Yeah, enough with the thumbs up. We know who you are, a monster.
He had thyroid cancer. That was the big
did he?
battle. So, you hear thyroid cancer in a lot of different places, but never seen it this bad.
Well, he probably, the one in his neck, probably spread out.
Thyroid's a bad place to get it, right?
Took his whole neck out and his bottom jaw and everything.
Well, Kent, the movie guy, writes, Ebert's head looks like one of Opie's tires, so...
He thinks that Bazooka Joe look is helping out with the big turtleneck up to his lip. Oh, God knows there's a world of hurt going on under that turtleneck.
Yeah.
I've seen photos of it, actually.
Really?
Yeah, see if you can find a photo of him punching Ebert sans turtleneck.
Sans. I don't think that'll...
But you could see a big... it was like they had carved a half a moon piece out of his face.
Ah! Really?
I mean, it's awful. I guess the option is you're dead. I mean, if, the way cancer works, 50 years ago, he's just, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah, they figured out how they could just cut out major parts of your body and you can survive.
That's what made me quit smoking, though, was the fear of that, was of getting it in the jaw.
And then living. And then you got to live with like half a jawbone. They put in the jawbone of an ass. They take Earmarks.
So there you go.
Oh.
Computer voice guy is Roger Ebert.
Oh, there's one without his turtleneck, but that's a little earlier.
No, that's before they took chunks out of him.
They were just huge on TV. At the movies, both of them. And then who knew they'd both get like the big casino. Ah, there it is.
Okay, lower the rods into the core. Yeah, go to 75% power, and then we'll start with the Siskel and Ebert show. For some reason, they gotta record it here. Okay. All right, shunt the reactor. We're having a low water level, and steam is building up. Release pressure into their studio. Could you just release the pressure on the containment unit into their studio, please? Very good.
If God wanted to show his sense of humor, he would have gave him thumb cancer.
Oh, yes, both their thumbs just fall off. And then they have to just comment on the bad movies with their middle finger.
Right. So much for that thumbs up thing, huh?
Oh.
All right, well.
Yeah, he looks terrible, man.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, God, he looks like, who was that, Darth Vader with his helmet off?
Yeah, Vader without the mask.
Vader without his mask.
That's a good split screen right there.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
All fat Vader was.
Yeah.
All right, Stunt Brain, get to that mic. Tell me what's going on with ONARadio.com. We got a new feature for everybody?
Yeah, we added instant feedback to the front page of ONARadio.com. You can just
Well, we've always had instant feedback.
But not on ONARadio.com.
Can they read along to the instant feedback?
I believe it'll be posted right up there, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what we're doing for the people out there, you can follow along and read other listeners' instant feedback if you go to ONARadio.com, and I think it's going to update as the show goes on, almost live, right?
Yes, it will, and it's on the right side there. It says instant feedback right there. Should
all right, and you click on that on ONARadio.com, and there you go. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, Kevin from Connecticut got his up there. Leon got his up there. Nice. So it's working. Just another feature for everybody that listens to the Opie and Anthony show. What else is going on?
I just had to update my status to on the air.
On the air.
From taking my 8-hour nap, which turned into a...
You slept all day.
Let me think. Let me think realistically how long my nap lasted yesterday. Probably 16 hours was my nap yesterday. I got home because, the night before, I was hanging out with Mom and Sal on Sunday night. So that was kind of, drinky night. And I was up very early Sunday morning. I don't know why.
You never went to bed, you mean?
I was up late. I wasn't even up late Saturday night. I just woke up early Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I stayed up Sunday, and then the Mom and Sal thing, so we're all, drinking, putting some down. And then Monday, of course, you wake up early to come here. And once I got home, I I'm going right to bed. I'm going right to bed. So I went to bed at noon, and I woke up at, I think, 6 p.m. at one point.
Nice. 6 hours.
Watched a little Shawshank, fell back asleep, woke up, watched Back to the Future 2, fell back to sleep, woke up.
Is Back to the Future just always on your TV?
Yeah, it is. I keep a loop going the whole time.
Is it a coincidence? I mean, how are you getting?
No, they play it. Oh, they play it all the time.
So you just happen to catch it.
One of the channels is on all the time, and if there's nothing else on, and I know I'm going to be falling asleep, I'll just put it on and snicker.
You go to the Back to the Future channel.
Yes, Biff Tannen Museum.
Right.
Of course, you all know the story. I love how pompous that is. Of course, everybody knows. But, yeah, so I just slept the entire day and night away yesterday.
Nice.
So up as a pup.
Ready to rock.
Ready to rock today.
You watched Obama last night?
I was sleeping.
With the earmarks and the pork and the Republicans and the Democrats and...
Banging his head on the helicopter door. He can't stop.
I saw that, too.
Holy Jesus. He's like 6'2", but Bush was pretty tall also. And he kind of remembered to duck to get under that door. But this is like the second time Obama's just smashed his skull into that Air Force or Marine One helicopter door.
The artist who, there's a lawsuit going on now. This is how scummy the press is. The Obama artist has to pre-sue the Associated Press. It's the street artist who created the iconic hope image of Obama.
Oh, everyone has that now as like their tags on Facebook, and it's the multicolored little picture with the hope underneath it.
Well, he filed the preemptive suit against the Associated Press because he's claiming he used their photo. It's a photo they took, and he used it as a visual reference for an illustration he did. He did not infringe his copyright, that's what he's saying. But the AP maintains that since the artist poster is based on a picture by a photographer, Manny Garcia, that it should get credit and compensation.
Oh.
They want compensation for this street artist painting basically a photo of Obama. I mean, painting from a photo of Obama, but there's a million photos of Obama. It's just...
Isn't he trying to get cash too, though?
Oh, is he?
I think he's suing because he came up with this, and now he sees it all over the place, and he's not making dime one. So he's trying to figure out how he can get a few bucks, and I think it's the AP's way of kind of doing a preemptive strike, so he doesn't, he can get credit for it, so then he can go out and sue other people that are using it.
All right, there you go, okay.
So, yeah, it's one of those things now, it's the old Pandora's box, as they call it. It's out, it's done, it's everywhere. I don't know how many I get every day from people, like comments on Facebook and whatnot, that use that as their little profile picture.
I want to see it. I don't even know. I think I know which one it is. I'm not sure.
So if you see it, you'll absolutely know it. And it looks like the guy just used some kind of a program that comes with Apple. It's like I'm an artist, man. What'd you do? You hit one button on a photo and changed it into that picture?
And that was it.
Yeah, that's the one. You've seen that one, right?
Yeah, that one's becoming that is becoming the Obama pick.
Change. Well, I can't agree with it more. Change. Change that.
Well, his first news conference wasn't pretty last night with the whole gloom and doom. Only government could solve this crisis. It's business as usual, though, down there in Washington. He wants everyone to work together. The Republicans are like, F you, we don't like this stimulus package. It's a nightmare. What, 3 Republicans voted for it?
Well, they're having the vote today, but allegedly 3 Republicans will put them over the 60 number, which is where they need to be because it changes the debt ceiling. They would normally need a majority, but because the amount of debt is so huge, you have to get 60.
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean, the debt ceiling?
The amount of money we owe, that we borrow. It's like raising your credit.
Are we going to borrow more money?
Yeah, we're going to be almost $1 trillion in the hole on this one.
Yeah, it's just numbers, though.
Yeah, well, we print it.
I remember my whole life they said that they're in the hole for this amount of money, and it's just numbers. Why doesn't the whole world just get together and go, let's just
wipe it out.
Let's start over.
Start at 0.
That's how you solve everything.
0.
And let everyone start at 0.
Do-over.
Let everyone start at zero.
That's what Bono wants us to do. He wants us to forgive all the debts to the poor nations.
So what about our debt, dummy Bono, stupid head?
We're going to be a poor nation.
I got mad.
He wants us to forgive the debts of the small nations?
He wants all the industrialized nations, the first world countries, to forgive the loans to the third world countries.
Why? Half the money we've given them, they've used, in warlords have used. No.
Yes, I know.
Pay up.
Sure.
You're paying for terrorists. That's what you're doing. And I love Obama. He gets on, he starts talking about the economy and that they need to pass this because we're on the precipice of complete economic failure if we don't sign his bill. And he's using fear, exactly like George W. used fear of terrorism. He's using economic fear and the climate that people are in right now, this whole everybody getting fired and cutbacks and everything. And he's using that to try to get his bill passed. This is the change. This is business as usual. Business as usual. That's what he's doing. There's no difference in this. And then he's saying that there's no earmarks in this bill. He actually said that. It's full of all these little things that are going to his a-hole buddies and cronies.
Well, who are you supposed to believe?
Stadiums.
Who are you supposed to believe, though? He says there's none. Everyone else says there is.
It's in there. It's written in there. You could read it and see that there are certain things in there.
But then he turns around and goes, "Well, those aren't earmarks."
And those will bring jobs to
right.
They're. I don't know.
It's
other ways to give jobs. You don't have to give money to the CDC to study chlamydia. All right. You put that in there. If that's dirty, you're getting it. That's pretty much it. Give me $5.
Yeah, that whole studying those things. I think we all know how you get some of these things.
Of course. Who doesn't know this?
It amazes me because they go, no, people aren't educated. They just don't know.
Good. Then it's natural selection. You're
just
stupid.
don't know.
It should all rot off so you can't make any more of you.
Look, when you were growing up, right? And I'm not even talking sex. You're running around with your friends and you would dig holes and you would jump in holes. Did you ever jump in the sewer?
No, because it was dirty.
Because you knew it was a dirty hole.
You could catch something in there.
So even at an early age, you knew which holes were clean and which ones were dirty.
Never go in the sewer.
You would walk through some of those drainage pipes, right?
Yeah.
Because they seemed clean.
Seemed clean.
But, man, if someone had their cesspool being worked on and the cover was off, were you jumping in that dirty hole? Hell
Even
no.
A kid knows to stay out of dirty holes.
Or you go into those construction sites and they got all those pipings and the sewers that have not been buried yet.
The Porto San portable toilet.
Right.
Were you going to open the lid and jump in there?
Nope.
It's dirty.
You knew it was a dirty hole.
Dirty. It's going to give you something bad.
So what happens when you get older and you start doing some of that sex? All of a sudden you don't know the difference between dirty and clean?
You better. Think back to your youth.
Right.
Of course, jumping in a cesspool never felt that good as a kid.
Well. Good point.
And if you could wrap yourself up in rubber and jump in the cesspool as a kid, it might have been fun.
Good point.
I would have. It's squishy.
Yes, knowing that none of that filth was going to get on you.
Yeah. Well, let's say hi to Jeff in North Carolina. Jeff.
Hey, boys. What's going on?
Hey, Jeff.
I was just seeing if you thought it was appropriate that Obama fielded a question about A-Rod in the middle of his freaking economic speech last night.
Well, I mean, he had no choice. It was a press conference, and the question was asked what he thought about A-Rod.
One of those dummies asked the President of the United States.
And he called it depressing news.
It's amazing to me that would be asked by... what a stupid country.
Yeah.
And it's not depressing news. It's something everyone knew, that there was an era in baseball that the guys were using steroids, and a lot of the famous guys were doing it. Everyone knew that.
Why couldn't Obama... This is where you want politicians to just not be such politicians. Why wouldn't he say, we're talking about an economic crisis in the country... Why would you ask me such a stupid question?
Good point.
About a man who hits a ball with a stick and then runs in a half circle.
Yeah. We're going broke here as a country, and you're asking me this.
About A-Rod?
It's my first press conference, dummy. You finally get a question off, and it's that one?
Who asked him that? Do we have any idea who asked him? What dummy?
Doltenberg from the Daily Dolt.
That's not a real name or paper.
Oh, literal Jim.
But there is a paper called the Daily Dolt.
The Daily Dolt.
God, we a bunch of dummies in the country.
Yep. Oh, boy, this argument. James in Connecticut. James.
Hey, gay guys, how are you?
What's up, James?
We're not gay.
got a great way to create a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
And then the government will actually make money on it because people will be paying taxes. We get rid of all the illegals.
This argument. Do you understand that?
Then it'll create a lot of jobs for free.
That is so complicated. The government knows how many people are in this country illegally working illegally. 18.
Well, I'll tell you what.
They understand. They're not stupid.
Well, instead of getting rid of them, then at least naturalize it or something so they pay taxes.
Well, I agree with that. They should pay taxes.
Yeah.
It's extremely complicated. First of all, they do a lot of the jobs none of us want to do.
If they pay taxes, then they'll feel they're entitled to all of what the country gives them or gives us and other taxpayers. And quite frankly, that can't be afforded.
Look, man.
Them paying taxes on the little bit of money that they do make, they probably technically wouldn't even have to pay taxes because they wouldn't be making enough. So it's semantics.
I think it's a perfect relationship. The illegals work their asses off.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, I get takeout every day, and man, that order comes to my door within minutes. It's still piping hot, even though it's 5 degrees in Manhattan.
You know that money you're slipping them is heading back to
whatever.
Goddamn South America.
I don't care. They work their asses off because they know at any moment they could be fired, and there's no record that they ever worked for the restaurant.
Yeah.
Or the company, or what have you.
Exactly.
And a lot of these companies, they hire the illegals. They're saving a lot of money on insurance and all that.
Yep.
It's a perfect relationship. Leave it alone.
It's one of those things everybody knows happens.
The government knows. They're not stupid.
Every so often they bust somebody just to show that they're doing something, justify their jobs. But it's almost a necessity in this country to have a certain amount of illegals working at some of these jobs.
Right.
But can we stop pretending we don't want it? If the government didn't want them here, here's what they would do.
It would be easy to solve.
If you are caught with illegal aliens working for you, your business will be shut down.
Shut down. Yeah.
You will lose your liquor license, or whatever business you have will be closed.
You will see.
You watch how fast they are booted out, and or at least out of jobs, and you watch how fast prices in restaurants go up because there's people who don't want who want a lot of money.
You get a good day of work from someone that's illegal, man, in this country. All those guys outside Home Depot, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
You grab a few of those guys to do some jobs for you. They're working their asses off. Because guess what? Tomorrow, when you drive by again and need some guys, you're going to pick the guys that were working their asses off the day before.
I have barely legals working for my company, doing filing and whatnot.
Jesus.
They file my papers.
Obama sounded like Bush talking about Iran. Daniel from PA, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you if Anthony noticed when Obama started talking about Iran and how we have to start keeping them in government and make sure the government gets a strong foothold. It sounded like a carbon copy of what Bush said 5 years ago.
Well, he's trying to sound a little more powerful now that he took a little criticism for how wimpy he was sounding with Iran, and so now he's trying to sound a little tougher. He's another one. He'll look at the polls and swing whichever way the polls are saying he should go. Right now, popularity's still way up there. He's people love what he's doing, and as time goes on and that popularity goes down and more polls come out and find out what he's doing that people don't like, you're going to see him just changing on a dime. This guy's going to be turning.
You know what? It's only been 3 weeks, but you can see that they're already starting to beat him down.
Yeah.
You just could see it.
Uh-huh.
Like he was all like, rah, rah, I'm going to change how things are done.
What happened right after when he danced with his wife at one of the inaugural balls, and then you walk up to the microphone and go, let's change America. Let's change America. All right, thank you. Have a good night, everybody. Let's change America.
And now he's just arguing and fighting. And
now it's like, could you please sign this goddamn bill?
Right.
You Republicans, you're partisan politics.
It's only been 3 weeks, but if you listen closely to Obama, you could hear the frustration already. Whether he's right or wrong with what he's trying to do,
whatever,
you could see that his tune is changing a bit. Let's say hi to Dan and Brewster. Dan.
Hey. How awesome was it that he took a couple of jabs at the Bush administration last night when he said that he inherited this mess and the policies of the past 8 years and this and that?
I mean,
we inherited a mess in 1865, so enough.
Whoa.
We did.
Whoa.
The guy goes, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. How about this, Bush? Not even a hint that our whole economy was collapsing when he was in there the last couple of years.
Yeah, to war on terror. Right. War on terror.
Way to go, Bush.
Wait a minute.
How about you give us a clue, a little hint that some bad days are right around the corner? That guy got out just in time. Said, hey, here you go. Clean this mess up. I'm out of here. Illegal took my job. I worked in construction. I'm not saying there's not another side to this whole thing, Chris.
Of course. That
I understand
does happen.
that. All I'm trying to say today is the government knows exactly what's going on with the illegals in this country. And it's a complicated problem. Go ahead, Chris. What happened to you, sir?
Well, I don't know. Every time you guys drive by on the highway, does it actually look like there's any Americans working there?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, well, everything looks like it just came out of south of the border.
Yeah, they're cheap.
So you gotta remember one thing. As much as they say, they're doing the work that nobody else wants to do. Yeah, that's a little horse. You know what? Okay, because
easy.
before they showed up, there was an American doing that job. So
exactly. Let me just play as Jimmy says the devil's advocate for a moment.
Because these little bastards.
All right, let me bring up a point though. Would you work for what they're working for?
Yeah. Let me see. They're getting paid $15 an hour. Yeah. Sure,
Are they really getting paid $15 an hour, dude?
No
Let
way
me tell you something. I know a laborer. I
used to work alongside of them. Because little by little, they're like, oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one.
Are you skilled?
Before you know it, I'm the only white guy there.
Are you skilled or
I'm surrounded at the Alamo.
What do you do? Are you a skilled labor guy, a carpenter, or?
Yeah, I was a tape and mutter guy.
A
sheetrock.
All right, sheetrock guy, and Ant is wrong. Illegals make $200 a day. I don't know what they make. All I know is if you could hire. Listen to me. If you could hire an American guy at the same price you're hiring an illegal, why wouldn't you? Why are guys going and picking up illegals and taking them to the job sites if it costs them exactly the same to hire an American? Go.
Well, because they don't complain.
Stop it. They don't complain. Then you know something? Then don't complain. Then take the money, do the job, and don't complain. Do everything the illegal does. Because you know what? That's bull.
One other thing. Excuse me, Ed. One more point that I want to bring across about the illegal immigration in this country is,
yeah, sure.
If they give amnesty to these little bastards, come next election, the turnout vote is going to be completely in the Democratic.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're right. Look,
so,
I'm not
if anything, you should be fighting for us.
I am, dude. I'm not fighting. I am for throwing every illegal immigrant out of this country. Believe me, I love the idea of a giant wall between us and Mexico. I love the idea of keeping these guys out of the country. The thing is, for every guy like you that calls up and bitches about it, you don't want to work. You want their job, but you want it for more money, better conditions, all this crap. If the case was that you wanted the exact same thing the illegals are getting, you would have the job. They'd much rather have an American guy. I know damn well I'd rather work with an American guy next to me where you could talk about, the stuff in common, have a good time on the job or whatever, than have some illegal guy there. But for some reason, Americans want more money. They want more time off. They want this. They want that. And the illegals come in here. They'll do a hard day's work, get their pay, and leave without bitching about anything. We got spoiled as a nation. The unions destroyed a lot of our industry.
The same problem right there. The union. You got the freaking idiots in the White House, that are going to unionize the whole freaking country. And then you're going to have a whole freaking country full of goddamn whining.
Well, look at the automotive industry. It's on the brink of elimination, of disaster, and they have to go to these unions and beg to say, please, can we pay you less money? And they're like, well, I don't know about that. And then they have to tell them, look, it's either less money or you're not going to have any job. But these guys, they don't want to give in. They want to keep it. Those are the people that are really, really guilty when it comes to things like the automotive industry. And again, what I was saying about the illegals, when an American wants to do the exact same thing, and I'm not talking about some guy that was an executive and has to pick goddamn cabbage now. I'm talking about guys that are just out of school, guys that didn't graduate school, whatever. You take some kind of job, do it for exactly what the illegals are doing, and you'll notice you'll get the job before the illegal does.
Dan in Atlanta, off the instant feedback. I pay my illegal sheetrock guy $10 an hour. This guy's full of ass. Like the bosses out there.
Maybe he got them cheaper, but you know.
Well, I'm just saying the bosses know how to get cheaper labor.
You can negotiate. Yeah, should they be doing this? No, but
the same people that
I don't think they should be doing it, but they are doing it because they're just like everybody else trying to save a few bucks.
The whole freaking nation. What? Okay, it's freaking sickening already.
I understand.
It is, man, but the illegals, while they're a problem, they're not the reason for the economic meltdown.
No,
they're not the main reason. Even though they are annoying, they're not the main reason. And it's not just construction jobs. It's like they're delivering Chinese food. I mean, really, do you really want to do that job,
you
dude?
Be on a bike?
Look, there's one thing I learned in, when I took my hunting class. If you get 5 deer, per acre, they all eat. But if you put 20 deer in 1 acre, they all starve. So that's what's happening now in this country.
That's a that's a clever analogy, but that's not what we're talking about.
So you're saying you want to start hunting illegals?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're saying all the illegals should live in your yard.
I don't get your point, sir.
And he just said, yeah. All right, Chris, thank you so much.
All right, man, thanks a lot.
You're up, guys.
Chris in Philly.
See, I don't want anybody to start jumping on me thinking I'm for illegal aliens working in this country. I'm not. Like I said, get rid of all of them. Toss them all back to Mexico and let them try to get jobs there. But until Americans are willing to take some of these jobs, you know something? A house could be being built, and the sheetrocker in there, this illegal, is making $20 an hour. Right next door, another house is being built. The sheetrocker illegal is making $8 an hour. It's just the way it's working. If you're willing to go and do that, if you're out of work and willing to work your ass off for less money than you can make somewhere else if the economy was better, then do it, and you'll have a job.
I'm going to go stereotypical, but I get takeout twice a day in this fine city. Not once has a guy come to my door that speaks good English.
Hi, sir. Here's your order.
Nope. Not one. Not one white guy. It's all pretty much Hispanic.
They blurt out,
and they barely speak English.
They blurt out a price.
They don't even do that. They point.
The receipt.
Yeah, they point at the receipt.
They point at the receipt.
It's jobs no one else wants in Manhattan. We're in the middle of winter here. Obviously, we've had some crappy weather this winter. These guys are on their bikes in 5, 7, 10-degree weather.
Yeah.
Snow on the ground, getting your stupid order to your house and making sure it's nice and warm. And if you order a pizza from one of these white pizza joints, and the kid comes with your whole pie slid to one side of the box. The illegal dude, it's going to be perfectly level.
It better be.
Sure does. He floated on something similar to get here.
And I'm not saying it's right, but that's what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't see one white guy on a bike in Manhattan delivering food, because guess what? They don't want to do that job.
Nope.
And I don't blame it. It's a horrible job. I'll take a quick break. We're going to have to go right back to the phones because we got people hot under the collar.
Oh, yeah. Don't go anywhere, people. You hang in there.
We got some really good phones that we'll go to right away. But first this. Opie and Anthony. Let's go right back to the phones. They're lit. Talking about illegal immigration. 877-212-0-A. Brian, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's
Love
up?
The show.
Thank you, Brian.
Listen, own restaurants around the city. I agree with you completely. It's very hard to get Americans to do these jobs. But misconception, these guys are getting paid full wages. Overtime, the whole 9 yards.
All of them.
And they're getting their health insurance paid and all that stuff, right?
All of them. Look, illegals get full wages. Dude, you're totally putting them all in one category.
Well, I'm telling you, all the ones that worked for me, and as far as the government's concerned, INS and the Labor Department are completely different. So if one of these guys going, he's not getting paid full wages, INS doesn't care that he's illegal. The Labor Department's going to make sure that that owner pays his full wages and interest on those wages.
Yeah, and then that guy will just be fired. Just fire him. Then what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. If he complains, you fire him. Where's the echo coming from? Oh, my God. Yeah, and they just fire him.
Chris Charles from Oceanside. Opie, you're really the voice of the common man getting takeout twice a day. He doesn't understand what New York City's all about. Everybody gets takeout all the time.
People get takeout.
I don't. I can't afford it.
Shut up, Jimmy.
I get takeout.
You're probably worse than me.
I do get it every day, but it's not that expensive.
Most homes here in New York City have tiny kitchens because no one cooks. Everyone either goes to restaurants almost every day or you get takeout. It's just what you do if you live in New York City.
So you're the voice of somebody that doesn't know anything but your own little town, so shut it.
You can't even find supermarkets in Manhattan. Guess what? Because the space is too expensive, so they're spread out.
Awful food that is.
It's
and if bouillabaisse.
Who enjoys that crap? Where's my bouillabaisse?
Bouillabaisse.
I've thrown it into the toilet.
And if you do go to a supermarket, you know you can't buy too much stuff. Like if you live in the suburbs, you fill up the SUV, right, with all your grocery bags. Not here in Manhattan. You have to choose what's really important, and you grab 4 or 5 bags and then get a cab back home. It's a nightmare. Let's go to Josh in Baltimore. Josh.
Yeah, my dad works in catering, and there's lots of illegals, and you know what? There's the only people that are looking to take server jobs are, like, college kids. And, you know, a lot of these guys, you got, like, 3 families. They'll pool their money together. They'll live in one house, and as, you know, they grow, then they'll go and they'll expand and buy other properties, and pretty soon, you know, like 2 generations, they're sending their kids to college. So it's like no one is running to take these jobs. And they work their way out.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Let's say hi to Jimmy. Thank you, Josh. Jimmy.
Hey, guys. Love the show. How's it going?
Pretty good, man.
Better now, Jim.
What's up, man?
Yeah, nice. Happy birthday, Jimmy. I'm seeing you March 1st. Listen, Anthony, do you think that unions destroyed this country, buddy?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say unions destroyed this country. I said in an economic crisis like we're in, the unions don't make concessions because they're union, and they are backed by a lot of people and very strong organizers and leadership, and they're not willing to compromise in order to help the company out that is going broke.
You don't think that we're willing to compromise by lowering our wages? Because our wages are so high due to the schooling that we're put through and the benefits that everybody in America is entitled to?
Schooling? Dude, let me tell you, don't try to whiz down my back and tell me it's raining. A union electrician, there ain't one of those mother effers that I know that actually went to school. You start off on the job. Hold it. You start off on the job. And you work your way up. You're either your uncle or father or grandfather or someone else was in the union, and you get your ass in the union. There's not a lot of college-educated union electricians out there, or union tin knockers, or union carpenters. They work. It's the way you get into the union. It's not.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Though. You're more comfortable with a Mexican coming in and cutting in your gas panel, your electric panel, or your gas?
No,
than a union electrician.
Not at all. I'd much rather have a union guy in there, and I do. I use union guys whenever I have to have that. If a guy's pushing a wheelbarrow though and bringing crap outside, then cheapest guy that's willing to do it.
So a white union laborer isn't entitled to what a Mexican's entitled to because it's a crappy job.
If the white guy wants to take the job that the illegal guy has for the same money because he's out on his ass and needs some work, I don't want to have to pay some guy $20 an hour when I could pay another guy $10 an hour to do unskilled labor.
Well,
can I ask you?
Sir.
It's skilled labor what you do. I understand that. And like I said before, look, I want to throw them all out. I wish all these guys would make some concessions and not want a job for $20 an hour. You know, I'd love to see American guys pushing wheelbarrows for, $10, $15 an hour.
Yeah, but you can't afford to live in America, especially New York, where I am living, on $12 an hour. Trust me, I'm in the apprenticeship. I make it. I'm not making it. You understand what I'm saying? But
dude, I made 13.
I do agree with what you're saying about like the American Auto Workers Union. These guys getting paid $80 an hour to drive a forklift. I understand what you're saying with them making concessions, but in everyday out in the field work, I think that the money that we make is justified by what we're bringing to the table.
Yeah, but you know what it is? You guys, the housing is done. No new houses are really being built. It's not like it was a year or so ago, over a year ago. And now you're either losing your job or you're making less money. I'll be honest with you. We had to make concessions. The industry is horrible. So we made concessions. And a lot of people are these days. For some reason, the unions think they're immune to their pay rate actually going down at some point. When times are tough, people got to friggin' suck it up and make concessions. And that doesn't mean, taxing the hell out of me. Don't get me started on that. I mean, your company coming up and going, look, we're going broke. They cry poverty. You make less money. That's the way it works in this country.
We're part of a union, too.
Yeah, we're part of the crappiest union. Ugh, AFTRA, suck it.
We hate our union.
Nice.
They've done nothing for us.
I agree with
nothing.
you 100%. I do think that if this country was built on what we stand for, we should make concessions like everybody else. But I definitely love the show. Love you guys. I'm actually pulling into work right now. Jimmy, I'll see you March 4th up in Newburgh, man.
All right, buddy. I'll see you there.
Jimmy. Thank you.
Although I will say that a lot of the guys, the unions I have a weird relationship with. My father's a union guy. He was a trucker, laid off in 1980, and couldn't get back on because of the guy ahead of him in the union line to get back to work. Was a prick who was a problem, and they didn't want him back at work. So, of course, my father couldn't get back to work because they would not. He couldn't skip the guy who was ahead of him. So it's like I have a love-hate.
That's how it works.
I think they do important things. They protect workers.
I was in the union. Sal was he's a retired union organizer.
Yeah.
All right,
That's what Sal is. Believe me, I know how the unions work. I've been there. I know how this works.
Well, let's go to Tony in Cleveland because he thinks we don't know what we're talking about.
All right.
Tony, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
The thing about the union is where you're wrong is with the auto union.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the auto union right outside Cleveland. And my buddies are in this union. The problem is when they came to them with the concessions, they want them to give up some of their benefits, their retirement, and their wages, but the top execs don't want to give up nothing.
No kidding.
They still want their $10, $20 million plus their stock, all this crap, and they want the employees to give back, but they're not. And I'm not talking just the top. I'm talking everybody that's in the company that's not union.
Mm-hmm.
Your secretaries, all your office personnel, they're still making all the money they're making, and they're going to the guys out in the factory and saying, look, we want you to give up, $10 an hour. We want you to pay for more of your medical benefits. We're going to take away, and they're not. So to sit and ask the union to give all up while you're going, well, I'm still going to take my $20 million bonus.
That's crap. There should absolutely, they should go into some kind of arbitration and figure it out. Because obviously the brass is going to come to the worker and want to really screw them, and the worker isn't going to want to make any concessions at all. So there's got to be a happy medium where things work out, and the car companies aren't going broke because of it.
This guy's speaking everyone's language, by the way. We all have to make concessions.
Nice.
We'll all have to make concessions and make less money for what we do. But the guys upstairs. In this company, you think they're making concessions?
Oh, I know. I'd love to see. Well,
but they come to us and go, "Look, what do you want from me?
They'll make concessions.
Advertising's down and business is falling apart, but this is what it is."
When they're out on the street, but that's when they make their concessions.
They're still making their salaries, aren't they? And I'm talking about everyone.
I know.
We're not the only ones. It is ridiculous.
And the union is also trying to protect the guys that came before them, because the other thing your GMs and them want to do is go, well, we want to get rid of the retirement.
I know, take away the benefits and retirement of guys that are already retired and guys that are just almost out the door. That's ridiculous. I mean, those guys worked and earned what they should be getting. I'm not talking benefits and things like that. I'm not talking how the management wants to really F over the workers. I'm just talking, for the time being, people have to take pay cuts. I'm not for cutting back on people's benefits and things like that. Perhaps maybe paying into some of your benefit packages. I know that because I've been forced into doing that at some points too. But taking away people's retirements and things like that, no, that's ridiculous.
And as far as the illegals, there's a lot of nursery workers up in northeastern Ohio. And they're getting paid $8, $12, $15 an hour, depending on what position you are. You know, if you're just digging holes, it's $8. The difference is they're not paying Social Security. They're not paying in case the worker gets hurt, your workers' comp. None of that. And what they do is, and I deal with these people, they tell the illegals, look, you're going to take this $8, and if you get hurt, you're gone. I'll kick you to the curb.
They know it.
Yeah, they're going to do it now. You know, there's also white guys working there. But they hire the illegals because the reason it's cheaper is even though they're both making the same wage, the white guy is getting his Social Security taxes taken out. He's also getting his, workers' comp paid, where the illegals, the nursery owners are saving money by not having to pay that on them. That's where they're, even though they're offering, like you said, like the guy doing the mud work on the drywall. Yeah, he was making the same money as the Mexicans that were coming in, but the difference is they're not paying all this overhead on the Mexican, and if he gets hurt, they just shove him out the door. Whereas your normal white guy, if he gets hurt, now you got to pay him while he's hurt. You got to pay his doctor bills. That's where they're looking at saving money. And that's why, and trust me, I know a lot of people that have no money, they have no money coming in that would gladly work for $8 an hour compared to no dollars an hour.
Right. Sure.
But the nurseries aren't going to hire them because then they're well, look, you come here and you put a shovel through your foot. Now I got to pay your work.
Right.
Now I got to pay your doctor bill.
Valid point.
You can't just put a blanket over it saying there's jobs people won't do.
I agree with you on that.
My dad came from West Virginia back in the 50s. Didn't have 2 pennies to his name, and he was cleaning, John's for next to nothing because that's all he could find. And then eventually he got a union job working at White Motors. White Motors decides, well, you know what, there's cheaper labor down south, so either you move or you're out of luck.
Yeah, you know something? You got me on that one. I totally agree with you.
There you go.
That's a good point.
You can't sit and tell the union to keep, telling workers to give it up, give it up, give it up. While
you're going to keep going until I don't agree? What are you going to do?
Yeah, let's go.
Get a hold of yourself.
Tony, I want to give some other people a chance here. The phones are lit.
I got to read this from Captain.
Thanks, Tony.
Captain Baldy on Pal Talk. He's like, what was Ant's pay cut? When you make millions a year, you can pay for your own health insurance. I pay for my own health insurance. I'm not saying that I put in for health insurance now, partly. I pay my entire health insurance bill now. And it's all relative, my friend. There are plenty of people that make a lot friggin' more than I do. There are plenty of people that make a lot less than I do. I'm just trying to tell you it's all relative, and there were times in my life where I didn't make a lot of money, and I was asked to pay into my health insurance, and I did. I wasn't in this position my entire life. I come from a working background where I busted my balls, or at least, worked very hard trying not to work very hard. And I went through the same trials and tribulations of trying to keep a roof over my head, food, a car, and health insurance. So don't think I'm sitting here in my ivory tower talking out my hole. I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the working class, unions, and what people have to deal with in the real world. Captain Baldy.
Why do you pay your own health insurance after, which isn't kind of irritating? I mean, you do get health insurance to them.
Yeah, well, I pay my own.
You'd rather not do with them?
I can't be bothered with those friggin' shysters.
They suck. The amount of money they're getting from us to do absolutely nothing for us is just amazing.
And there's all kinds of other insurances that you have to get when you're in this position, Captain Baldy. Believe me, you got to get all kinds of insurance because people tend to want to walk up on your lawn and put their foot in a little hole and say, "Can I have $500,000?"
Oopsie.
So you need all kinds of other things to protect yourself and your wealth.
Let's say hi to Dave in New York before we take a break here. Dave.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
All right, Dave.
Listen, let me start off by saying, look, I worked 13 years in the moving business with no health insurance. For $8,000 an hour.
Moishes, Mayflowers, I do them all. I pop wheelies in the vans. I pop wheelies.
Now I have a union job driving a truck. But my thing is...
Sir, we're laughing. You're plowing through. You have to have timing here. We're laughing at Ant's joke, and you took that as just pause for a second.
We know times are tough for everybody, but we're still trying to get a few laughs out there to maybe
chuckle,
make people a little happy today.
He's serious, this guy, Dave.
Yeah, all right, go ahead,
all right, Dave.
Go ahead, Dave.
Go ahead, Dave.
As far as the Mexicans go, I mean, I'd rather have them work because they are hardworking. They'll put in 22 hours, not complain, come back, work another 22 hours, where you got a lot of these American-born Spanish people.
Hold on. I have a question for you. I'm not saying you're wrong. So you're saying that Mexicans will work 22 hours, go home and sleep and eat for 2, and then come back and work 22 more?
Yes, sir, and I've seen it. Believe me, I've seen it. I picked guys up on Northern
I'd like a
Boulevard.
few examples of that.
I picked guys up on Northern Boulevard in Queens when I lived in Queens many a time. And come back to have them work 17, 18-hour days with me. Drop them off. Now, they got to travel back home, do what they got to do, and then come pick them up again the next day at 6 in the morning. And these guys do not complain. They work their ass off. Meanwhile, I'm 5'6", 150 pounds, and I'm carrying, with the regular guys that are on the crew, I got black guys that are 6'2", 240 pounds, that I carry one box at a time, go down, smoke a cigarette, go on the phone, and they complain because they're working too hard. Meanwhile, you'll get a Mexican guy that'll grab 15 boxes with a hump strap and carry up 3 flights of stairs and not complain about nothing.
But how is the Mexican... Hold on. How is the Mexican guy not tired after working for 22 hours?
Wow.
It's in his genes, Jimmy.
I'm not saying that they're not tired, but the thing is they don't complain about it. They get up and do what they have to do. They are working and setting an example for their kids to work, where you got a lot of these American-born Spanish people and a lot of the black people that'll sit home and live off of my taxes and your taxes.
Is it possible that they are complaining, but you just don't understand what they're saying?
They're probably cursing you out behind your back.
I know they are.
A slave driver. How do you say slave driver in Spanish? Why try to get laughs out there, Dave? It's all about you and
we're having fun, and you're just barreling through. We got it.
In the end, this is a comedy program. We like to keep going back to the comedy.
Yeah,
get serious. Back to the comedy.
But what were you saying, sir?
I'm saying,
all right, we got it.
All right, thank you, Dave. You made your point. You got Tiffany in Queens. I'm in the teachers union. We already made crap. Mike in New York. The point is that we allowed it to get to this point. Dave in Baltimore. Unions are the problem. They're outdated. Donnie in Jersey. It's not about the illegals. It's about their kids ruining America.
Well, unions, listen, unions annoy me, but you can't say they're outdated. It's like, do you really think that companies would do the right thing by people if they weren't forced to with the threat of everybody not working? Do you really think these scumbags would take care of their employees? Look at the way these guys parachute out, a lot of them with $30, $40, or $50 million while people are getting dumped. It's like the unions are annoying sometimes, but there's no way that people would get paid what they're supposed to get paid, or anything even close to being fair. If these people had their way. It's realistic.
They are looking to knock down these executives that are getting some of these government handouts to $500,000 a year max.
But look what it had to come to.
Exactly, I know. If that's the case, then obviously the workers also have to make, even though those were forced concessions that the executives had to do, the workers have to make some kind of concessions, or else there's going to be no General Motors, no Ford, no Chrysler. And, a lot of people are going to be out of work.
Yeah, they got to know that, too. So what's their philosophy at this point?
No.
I'm pro-union. I'm not...
What's their philosophy, Marty?
I'm not pro-union when it comes to this, what we do, this radio thing.
Have a good time all the time.
All the time.
That's my philosophy.
Problem is that they've never... when you see these people making the kind of money they make and not giving anything back, and then that guy was right. And they come to the unions and expect money back. There's a group, which I guess, I don't know if we have to break or not, but...
Yeah, we got to break.
When we come back, there's a group...
The Beatles?
No, they're not a group anymore. They were a group. One got shot in the back. His hat's filled with pudding. He married a one-legged woman. He has a mustache and hates his fans. That's all four of them. There are activists now picketing these CEO homes for new mortgages. And I would love to promote these. I don't know their website. I'm so happy that they're going after these.
Yeah, we'll get into that after.
Scumbags who just want to give nothing. They want government bailouts, and they don't want to do anything for the people whose homes are taken.
The hunt is on for these scummy executives that have just screwed over so many people.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, a guaranteed laugh for everybody. A big laugh.
Right?
You remember the Christian Bale thing?
No, what happened
there? Christian Bale freak out.
Of course.
We got a remix that will make people laugh really hard today. Really hard, right after the break. But first, it's Black History Month. February is Black History Month.
Is it?
So we do this.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor Larry B. Scott, whose role as the swishy geek Lamar in the 1984 cult classic Revenge of the Nerds and subsequent sequels opened the door for such memorable roles as Reggie in Iron Eagle and Garage Attendant in Another Stakeout.
I bet you we'll have the highest grade point average of any chapter you've got. And we certainly won't discriminate. Our chapter will be open to people of all races and creeds. And sexual orientations.
10 acting jobs in the past 10 years? Take all the time you need, Larry. We know you make every role eternal. Stay tuned for more icons of Black history on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Watch what I do now. Opie and Anthony. Red, hairy, ass.
Yeah.
What does that make you feel like, Jimmy?
Something silly, maybe.
That is silly.
A red hairy ass to me is a silly thing on a guy. It's silly.
Yeah.
You gotta bring,
looks like an orangutan.
You got to bring some of that to the air because it's hilarious. It's hilarious. We're going to be doing a St. Patty's Day broadcast.
Yep.
So we're trying to figure out things we could do to entertain the people. So we came up with a couple very innocent ideas because we understand the climate of radio is just crazy.
Yeah, they kind of turned down every suggestion that we come up with. So we figured something innocent and funny and goofy would be
the red hairy ass contest. Because, St. Patty's Day, you got a lot of redheads getting blitzed.
Bunch of drunken Irish people.
Sure.
Irish, and when you have Irish, you have a lot of hairy, red ass. Yeah.
So we wanted to have a contest, the reddest, hairiest ass.
And initially, that dopey lawyer down there in Washington, and he is a dope, he said yes to the contest. And then I guess we got an email over the weekend that said after a good night's sleep, he's decided that it's not a good idea, and now it's a no for the red hairy ass contest.
What do you got, visions of red hairy ass dancing in his head overnight?
The bottom line
which has just set us over the edge.
It's got me so livid because it's not, there's nothing there to get you in trouble.
Right.
No.
Nothing.
This is the most innocent. I don't know what this guy thinks we are going to do except look at a hairy, red-haired ass and judge which one is the reddest, hairiest one.
And just be silly.
There's not going to be any shenanigans as far as, sexual, nothing sexual or anything like that, just to stop it.
And if looking at an ass with red hair was going to get us in trouble, every time Louis C.K. was in here, we'd be in danger of losing the license.
Well, this is the email I got over the weekend. It's great. I just got an email from lawyer dope. That's what I'll say. I just got an email from the lawyer dope, and after a good, it says God in the email, but of course it means good. After a good night sleep, he has now turned down the red hairy ass contest. He was somewhat reluctant yesterday, and after further review with other CBS lawyers, they feel the risk is too great. I'm sorry. Hate to be the messenger on this.
The risk of what?
Could you please not treat us like children and tell us the risk of what?
What is... Stunt Brain, you have to get into this deeper and get us an answer by the end of the show, end of the show. These guys don't even start working till noon. For tomorrow.
All right. The risk
What's
of
the
what?
risk? What's the risk?
That's what we want to know. What is the risk of something happening?
It's not even about, there really is like a weird vendetta, and he'll deny it. They always, of course, he's one guy whose personal taste is being forced down the throat of the radio show, and it has nothing to do with getting a violation, with FCC nothing. We're not within 50 miles of an FCC violation. Looking at red heinies,
the FCC
of Irish, of hairy guys.
Or coolie.
The FCC has never come out and said that you can't have nudity on the radio.
Of course they haven't.
It's a corporate policy at this point. So he would probably say, well, it's nudity. Yeah, the FCC allows nudity. It's how you describe the nudity on the radio show that could get you in trouble and get you fined.
It's not even nudity.
You don't even think it's the nudity of the red hairy ass?
No, they put man's asses on TV.
Right.
They've had, the walk away scene.
So what's the risk?
Where it's like, I want to know, what's the risk? Why do you just tell us no instead of saying no? And here's why. What, you got to come up with a here's why?
I
want to know.
I'd love to know
What do you think the here's why is?
Love to know what he makes a year.
Because he doesn't like it. And his personal preferences are now affecting what every jock in this company can do.
Man.
Because he personally doesn't like it.
It's no secret that the radio business is on shaky ground right now. So this is the time to kind of
push it a little bit.
Push it a little bit as far as you're not.
And pushing it, we're talking the most innocent nothing.
And I'm not talking about pushing the FCC regulations. I'm just saying pushing the content, keeping it safe, but at least pushing the envelope a little bit. This is the time to do it. As more and more competition is out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot more choices for the listeners we're trying to get on a daily basis. So as a lawyer and as a company, you should understand that and allow your guys that are responsible, because believe it or not, we're responsible broadcasters. We've had a couple little problems here and there, but we've also been doing this a very long time now, 14 years and counting, that you allow us to push the envelope a little bit.
Yep.
Well, where's the male demo? That's what they want to know. Where's all the men? I have an idea.
They're on their phones. They're on their Facebooks. They're on their Twitter. They're everywhere. They're on their iPods.
I have it. This is not just an out-of-touch lawyer putting his morals on everybody else. I have the idea. Why don't we have a contest? This will get people into the room. Who has the greenest hat? Guys, that's it. You come down for our St. Patrick's Day broadcast, and if you have the greenest hat, you win a green flower.
You know what? Put that in as a suggestion to the lawyer. And when he says yes,
oh my God,
call him a douche.
Right. Go, you dummy. We were testing you. Why would that make good radio, you idiot?
How about that? The greenest hat.
We would do that. The greenest hat contest.
Stupid me. When we got to the big leagues, I figured, well, the lawyers obviously understand, radio and understand radio shows, so they're there to help you and hone your skills and figure out how to get some of this stuff on the radio without getting the attention of the FCC. And you realize that these guys are the dumbest people in radio.
Yes, they are.
When they
and have really affected the bottom line, but no one wants to acknowledge that for some weird reason.
When they approve the greenest hat, tell them, oh, we made a mistake. We meant the greenest.
Gonna have to get some tunnel bunnies for that contest.
Yeah.
I like the greenest hat. Guys, this is going to be great. What an event we're going to have. You come down to this place, this bar. I forget the name of the bar.
Come early, because with the greenest hat contest.
Yep, and you have to be wearing it. Unless the lawyers think that could cause some sort of a head injury, then maybe you could just bring it in a hat box.
Yeah, with foam around it so it can't hurt anybody.
Right.
Greenest hat.
So that's what we're dealing with behind the scenes. Just amazing. What was the other thing we weren't allowed to do? Oh, yeah, the eggnog drinking contest.
Eggnog, yeah, because some person died.
Yeah, that's not our problem.
Yeah.
That radio show, they were stupid. Simple as that. We're not stupid.
Right. Some dummies. We let them get rid of it. We don't sit there and make them hold it.
Right.
If you got to let it go, I don't care how long.
Our eggnog drinking contest was a huge bit every year, and they took that away from us. No one ever got hurt, because the fact is you are getting rid of the eggnog.
You drink, you puke.
Right.
That's how it works.
There's eating competitions all over the place. They got leagues now. I mean, the hot dog contest.
Nah,
we all know it.
Can't do that, Opie.
But we're not allowed to do that.
That's too dangerous. But my greenest hat idea.
How about the most ridiculous green hat?
Nah, because ridiculous could get into danger.
Yes.
Somebody could have a buckle on their hat. They could fall, take an eye out, and the CBS lawyers would be held liable. No. Green hats only. And they have to bring something that says that it's a safe dye that was used in the hats.
Oh, my God. What if... Oh, boy. I hope this passes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I hope the lawyers put this one through.
We're at risk here. Hey, Douglas from Jersey. Bare asses are a gateway to homosexuality.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, maybe that tapped into a little thought process. Somebody they don't want to acknowledge.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a bit of a turn-on for some people out there.
Yeah. Some people couldn't take the idea of a hairy red ass. Without getting a little turned on. Maybe that's it.
Yum, yum.
And by the way, being in New York, we are held to a higher standard here than other radio shows all over the platform, because they're a little bit under the radar just because we're here in New York.
Well, we're really right on the radar, but still, it's still very safe radio. Extremely safe radio.
Cunning linguist saying, I just listened to the St. Pat show from 2005. A guy, went to the bathroom, fully clothed on stage, and a girl licked Pat from Monaki's feet to get my fives. Yeah.
Well, that guy, what he did while he had his jeans on, we can't do that anymore.
No, of course not.
That's
bodily fluid or
that's
something.
That's completely illegal now.
Yeah.
According to them, not the FCC.
No.
Guys, my greenest hat thing, the phones are lit. I'm telling you.
It's going to be a hit, Jimmy.
I want to thank that lawyer. You're right. You know what's good for the radio business. That's why it's flourishing so well. It's under guys like you.
If we were being as lazy as we were being and just stopped at the red hairy ass thing, it would have been a disaster. Thank God the lawyer stopped it, or you never would have come up with the greenest hat idea, Jimmy.
Greenest hat for St. Patty's Day. 'Cause it ties in, because he's in touch with what is fun for people under the age of 57. He's obviously a fun guy. He probably has very fun friends, and they understand what funny is.
Yeah. The beauty is he gets his full salary still. The whole radio business is falling apart, but
absolutely,
and
he still gets his nice little salary.
Since it's a live broadcast that we're doing, who would want to describe a contest based on gentlemen showing their hairy red ass and the jokes and things we could actually go back and forth with that subject? You know, there's nothing funny about that. We couldn't possibly roll on the guys coming up on stage, doing that, making jokes about it. There's no humor there. But the greenest hat, having a guy come up on stage and go, I just picture it, Jimmy. Wow, that's a green hat.
Yep.
Is his greener than his?
Let's get our judges. We'll have some judges, and each one of them in some type of a St. Patty's Day attire.
Yes. And they could put their hands over the hat, and the audience will applaud which one they think is greenest.
Well, which one he thinks is greenest. The person that shows up for this in the audience.
Yes.
The individual we have who shows up for this. Because it's not hard to get people into a bar at 6 in the morning.
Right. You can't even drink until 8.
Yeah, that's easy.
Of course it is.
So this whole thing makes sense to begin with. And the sad part about this whole discussion, the red hairy ass contest, was one of our lame ideas because we knew the stuff we would like to do would be completely out of the question.
That was number 15 on the list.
Easily. That's what really pisses us off.
What was the fart one we couldn't do because we couldn't keep saying the word fart?
I forgot. I forgot. You just
pandering.
It's a fart.
They just beat you down to the point. You're like, all right, we'll give you what you're looking for.
Whatever.
Lame. Who gives a crap? Radio.
Yeah.
As people go to other places for entertainment, you know.
So go on to go to YouTube. Go anywhere you want. And you'll find stuff on there that is blowing away what anyone could possibly do on the radio.
And you sit there and you continue to get your solid paycheck.
Yep.
Are you really helping the company at this point? Why don't you ask yourself that question? Are you really helping the company?
When he
look at the
sends
stock
in the
prices,
hours.
look at what sales is up to these days. Look at radio stations completely falling apart. Are you really helping the company? Are you?
By not letting us
Are
have
you really?
hairy red ass contest?
It's so, I mean, again, that's, we know on the scale of things we should be allowed to do. That's very tame.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We couldn't do homeless shopping spree. No, all the lawyers said no. We could not.
No. They said we could if we get the permission of the mall.
The mall would have had to sign a paper that said no matter what happens, no one could be held liable, and the mall. So they could go in with torches and pitchforks, a la Frankenstein, and burn the entire mall down, and then just go, da 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 da, and walk right out of the place.
Right. Amazing. They said, which just shows how touched they are, and they don't understand how bits and radio works. Like, no, good news, guys. If you could get the permission from the mall, you could do the homeless shopping.
Yeah.
Like, no mall's going to give us permission, you idiots.
Could you sign this mall guy? All right. Okay, thank you. It's signed. Now let's just firebomb the place and walk away smiling because we know where we can't be sued.
How about you go with the fact that we did the homeless shopping spree 3 or 4 times with not one incident, with thousands of our listeners showing up at the mall, getting national coverage every time we do it.
Yep.
The videos are all over YouTube, and Bill O'Reilly did a little something on it, and CNN.
It was a great event.
Huge exposure for the show.
Huge exposure. Which actually did help people out, which is amazing.
Yeah.
That we actually did something that helped homeless people. And it was fun for everyone involved. The store got into it. They got into being charitable. It was around the holidays. So it was a fun event.
Yep.
And they shut that down in a second because why? They didn't we need indemnification of the second indemnification comes into play. The fun is going to start.
Oh, my God. Craig from Long Island has the best contest ever. Okay. How about the dead air till no one is listening anymore contest?
Hey, run that past the lawyer.
That is brilliant. We should just go 3, 2, 1, dead air.
Dead air till no one's listening.
And just watch those people meet.
Oh, puppy.
I have a crazy amendment, but I want the lawyer to approve this first.
Yeah.
See if he goes for this first. We're talking about some racy stuff.
Yeah.
But the tiebreaker could be, in case we have, say, 3 people whose hats are of equal green quality. Oh, wow. Perhaps the greenest socks. That's edgy radio.
With the hat.
Yeah.
Of course, with the hat.
Hey,
no underpants.
No.
Let's go to
Let
Neil.
me show the outline of genitals. No, we can't have any type of genital thoughts. Genitals are dirty. Unless, of course, they're advertising. Then you can wear them on your forehead after being taken off a cadaver.
Hey, let's go to Neil in Richmond. He's got an idea for us. Neil, go ahead.
Hey, just wanted to see if this might fly with the lawyers. My 5-year-old just did the green eggs and ham in kindergarten class.
Nope. No food.
No food.
Someone could joke that.
What's the green eggs and ham thing?
The green eggs and ham, they see which one tastes better.
I guarantee the lawyers would say no to that.
No.
I guarantee.
Because it's eating.
This is what we do. We got a lot of parents that listen to us, believe it or not. Call up with what your kids are doing for St. Patty's Day. We're going to make a list. And now we're going to go to the lawyers with this list. And I guarantee they will say no to stuff that kindergarten classes
are allowed to do.
And don't make up crap. Real stuff.
Yep.
And we'll give that list to the lawyers.
Oh, Uncle Paul. He didn't even say it.
It's a contest. Who can keep a secret the best?
We'll give the lawyers a new list of stuff. All right? Hey, we promised a big laugh here. We got
bobbing for plums.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
We got a Christian Bale remix that is just terrific.
I like this. This was very, very talented.
Yeah, who did this, Danny? I want to give credit to this one. Do you know offhand?
I do believe it was Chris in Connecticut.
Chris in Connecticut.
Well,
you ruled today. We were asking for some Christian Bale remixes. We've played a couple. The contest didn't really take off. Maybe we'll get a few more.
I
Who
actually
knows?
have a couple. I have to open an email. It's a guy.
Oh, really?
A director I know. Yeah. So
a director?
Chuck. Yeah. So
those might be good, man.
Yeah, I know.
All you have to do is forward them to Danny.
Yeah.
Danny takes care of us.
I don't know if they were sent to me yet. I'm saying he said he was going to send them.
Oh, he was going to send them. Okay.
Yeah, I'll check.
Well, this is what Chris came up with. Listen to this.
What the are you doing? No! It's distracting. I want you off the set, you prick. What don't you understand? Let's go again. Oh, good for you.
Nice. There you go, Chris. Bravo. Seriously. I don't think anyone's beating you, man.
Great idea.
That's really
that
funny.
That audio is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
For you.
When you're angry and you run out of steam on a thought.
Yeah. So mad.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. We got Danny McBride here. I love this guy. I really do. I discovered him in that movie Foot Fist Way. No one really saw, unfortunately, and it was a really funny, independent film that Will Ferrell supported and backed.
Yeah.
He was hilarious in that as like a Taekwondo instructor, and then he moved on to bigger and better things. He was in Tropic Thunder as the special effects guy.
Oh yeah.
He was in Pineapple Express. Well, he's got a show on HBO, and I saw the premiere episode last night. I don't know when it's actually on, but I got a copy, an advanced copy. I forgot the name of the show offhand.
Eastbound and Down.
Oh, thank you. Eastbound and Down. I loved it.
What is it?
He plays like a baseball player that was like just a great pitcher and just effed up his baseball career. So now he has to move home to a small town and he takes a job as like a gym teacher.
It's a comedy, a drama?
It is a hilarious comedy and really edgy. You got nudity. You got him snorting coke. You got him doing steroids. He's making rape jokes.
Really?
Yeah. What was the joke I told you? I can't. I got to read it.
I thought that was a true story.
I forgot the line. He walked in because, now he's a teacher. He walks in and the teachers are having lunch. And he said something like, I don't want to do the line because I'm gonna blow it. Can you get it? It's in the latest Rolling Stone magazine. But we'll get Danny on the show next, and we'll tell you that line and some other things. So stay there. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. A lot of people excited that Danny McBride is on the show. I got to read what Blaine in South Carolina just wrote. Danny McBride was hilarious in Hot Rod as Rico. He's funnier than Will Ferrell by far.
Well.
And Danny's not going to comment on that because they're pals, but I don't know. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And your latest project is called Eastbound and Down. I got a copy, and I threw it in last night, and I loved it. It's going to be on HBO, Sunday nights at 10:30?
So premieres this Sunday, 10:30 after Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah. What's the show about for the people out there that haven't heard yet?
Well, it's about a disgraced major league pitcher who loses fastball, and he resorts to steroids. This kind of stuff never happens, of course. Right. Major leaguers using steroids. But he kind of finds himself down on his luck and back in the town he grew up in, and he's has no money, nowhere to turn, and he's teaching gym.
And living with his brother, who has a family. So, the wife's like, what the F, dude?
Like, it really happens a lot. You get those failed athletes that just become the bitter gym teachers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I knew the guy, Mr. Lilienthal, over at John Glenn when I went to school there. And he had played, and you always hear, he played like one half a season for the Denver Broncos. And he's just... Then his leg blew out, and he had to teach gym, so now he just treats everybody like crap. And
Anthony's right, because we had one at Oldfields Junior High School, and the rumor was that the gym teacher had a tryout with the New Jersey Nets. And boy, did he take it out with us, because he blew out his knee. So he never got the real shot at playing for the New Jersey Nets.
It's just enough exposure for him to feel like he's better than everyone else.
Yeah.
There's no more despicable person than the male gym teacher. It really is.
Other than the female gym teacher.
Anthony does.
She likes her. She likes her girls.
We do Anthony does a fine bit on the female gym teacher.
Oh, where you get this one. All right, girls. Today we're just going to take our clothes off. That's what we're going to do. Just take the clothes off and teach you how to shower today. Get in the shower, girls. With that mullet haircut they got.
Well,
I love it.
You get older and you realize, of course she was a lesbian.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she was teaching gym with these young little, barely legals.
And the gym team, whenever they open that accordion door and the girls and guys could see each other, the guy gym teacher would go over and he's like chit-chatting with some 15-year-old girl. Yeah. They're all despicable human beings.
But
I love it.
Well, that's pretty much what Eastbound and Down is about for the most part. The montage of you losing your fastball was really funny because he was throwing it over 100 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden, he's starting to get into some crap, and now he's throwing at 95. But you're like, okay, you could still survive in the big leagues with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Fast forward a little more, now it's in the 80s.
It's not looking good.
And then all of a sudden he's out of baseball and he has to move back to the small town and live with his brother.
What team were you supposed to play for, or could they not get Major League Baseball rights for a team?
No, I don't think the Major League wants to have anything to do with this show.
Yeah.
But he played for Atlanta when he first started out, and then he goes to New York, and he goes to San Francisco, and then Seattle. And
do they just name the cities? They don't name the teams?
We just named the cities, and then we just stole different fonts from different teams and used them on the different. So it would look familiar, but it's not.
Right. It was very clever. They got around it. But what I thought was funny was that his career is ending with a team like Seattle. Like everyone's like, you don't want to be in Seattle. But I loved it, man. I think it's going to do very, very well.
It's very, very vulgar. My parents have been telling all their friends at work about it, and I'm kind of like, you guys should maybe tell them it's on another network. You don't want them to see this.
Why not, man? I'd be proud of this one. It's clever too. I mean, it's dark and it's filthy, but it's also pretty clever.
It's always the way though, because I'll be doing something and some friend of my mom's will be like, "Oh yes, you're on the radio. What's the?" And they pull out a pencil and paper and go, "What's the number of the station to tune in?" And I just, you better. You better not listen.
I always give the wrong frequency.
Yeah,
I really do.
It's on AM.
It's 93.2. I just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. Ooh, you got a show on the home box office? Yeah. Look for us on Cinema 100.
Yeah.
Or one of those old Wametka home theater.
Telemundo.
They give you a nice plug in the latest issue of Rolling Stone. And the one line, I got to say it here, he's the kind of guy, Danny McBride, his character anyway, who walks up to his fellow teachers eating lunch and says, "I don't mean to break up a good time here, but I just saw two boys raping a sixth grader."
That's comedy, right?
Well, then there's the shock of all the teachers, and you're like, just kidding. Yeah, that's comedy. Of course it is. It's not comedy when you're reading it, but when you see you deliver the line, yes, it's comedy, my friend.
Just nasty to the kids? Are you bitter?
He's very bitter. You know, some of the inspiration for it came at one point. I moved back to Virginia, where I grew up, when things weren't really happening for me in Los Angeles. And I was just trying to write. I was living at my parents' house. And I remember the first day I started substitute teaching there to make cash. I introduced myself to the kids. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Mr. McBride." And I just start kind of justifying myself. This is just a stop for me. I'm not really, this isn't my real deal, kids.
Oh, no.
It's that sort of arrogance that kind of led to the inspiration of this.
You did substitute teaching?
I did. I subbed everything from German to math. I would just let the kids watch Cops and just make sure they didn't interrupt me while I was chilling.
Was there anything better when you went to class and the substitute teacher was at the front of the room?
I know, you just knew it was
day off.
It was off from that class. You didn't have
Every once
to
in a while you got one that was really trying to become a real teacher, but the rest of them were just kind of like you.
Yeah, guys who had taken a detour in life.
Yeah, just wanted to get through it.
Biding their time, just sitting there, hoping no kid cracks his skull open, no lawsuits, just get through the day.
Yeah.
It sucked when a sub used to give out homework.
Yeah.
It's that's not your responsibility.
Yeah, he's taking it way too seriously.
Yeah, stop it. And I gave the kids homework when you were out. Just wanted you to know. I'm going to pay attention to you.
Hey, Kevin from Connecticut, he writes, "This guy, Danny McBride, you're going to know his name. I mean, dude, this is the last time you're going to be on our show. We see this all the time. And your part in this is to go, "No, guys, you've been good to me. I'll be back."
Yeah. No, you've been good to me. I'll be back.
No, you'll be back in about, no, God forbid, when, the career starts going the other way. That's what happens with us here. But Kevin writes, "This guy stole Pineapple Express." And I got to tell you, I still haven't seen that movie because they won't put it on demand. I don't know what that's about. I didn't see it in the theaters, and I can't get a copy of that movie. Do you know why?
It's on DVD.
Yeah, got to go out and
but I'm an on-demand guy.
Netflix it or something.
Yeah, I got to Netflix it because it's Has HBO been good to you?
HBO's been good to us. They let us do our own thing down there. Let us shoot in North Carolina, where this thing is set, and it was nice. Yeah, it's been a pretty fun ride so far.
Very cool.
Yeah. North Carolina. That's not usually a
Carolina, where people are dying to go shoot.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like one of those places where people are like, yeah, we got to get down there.
You would be surprised. We just wanted to use real Southern kids. We didn't want to have kids from Van Nuys and Burbank putting Southern accents on.
Yeah,
it's a lot of local talent down there.
Yeah.
Oh, so they got the little Southern accent thing going.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it's like Pittsburgh, where it's probably cheaper to shoot there.
It definitely is.
I imagine you can just buy the property for what it costs to rent it in L.A. or New York.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
How many episodes you guys shoot?
We wanted to keep it small, kind of like how the British model is of their TV shows. We kept it 6 episodes so we could just write the whole thing and not have to hire a writing staff and not turn into some sort of formula. And so,
wow, it's cool.
Yeah, it's like each episode picks up where the last one left off, so it's kind of like a 3-hour movie in essence.
Okay. Nice, very good. Yeah,
and if you get season 2, you put a few more hours together.
There you go. We'll throw a few more hours in there.
Well, that's kind of smart, right?
Well, they usually, that's what HBO usually does. It's usually 6 episodes, and they sit, it's That's a perfect amount. See people are digging it, and
Yeah, and if people don't dig it, then it's not on for too long. They can't make fun of you for too long.
What's worse? Like, what show got canceled, which I love? You remember The Comeback with Lisa Kudrow?
Oh, God, yeah. How uncomfortable was that show?
Because the stupid critics, of course, probably didn't like it. I thought that was a really funny show, man.
She was great.
Yeah. There's a lot of douche chill moments. Really good.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my contribution.
Do you get recognized for Foot Fist Way? I'm obsessed with that dumb movie.
Every once in a while I do.
You were a lot thinner than that.
Yeah.
You had to lose a lot of weight to play the role, I guess.
Of course, huh? But yeah, that you can always kind of judge people's movie taste by what they recognize you from. Foot Fist Way. People are really digging deep if they're recognizing me from that.
Your wife in that movie, what does she do for a real living?
I don't think anything at this point. I think she's waiting for a big chance.
That might have hurt the movie a little bit, is what I'm saying. Because you were great in it. She was pretty much reading her lines off cue cards or something.
I would have her lines written on my forehead.
Right.
It was like a John Waters movie with her?
Oh,
I didn't see it.
She took you out a little bit. But Danny carried this. It's a really good film, man. As far as every scene you're in, you just destroy.
What do you do when you're working with? Because I've never done more than a couple lines in a scene, so I wouldn't know. I'm probably usually the problem. What do you do when you're working with someone and they just suck?
I don't really know. I've been lucky enough, besides this one instance, to not really work with anyone.
I love that he's not denying it. Most guys would be like, come on, man. She was out.
That's funny. I got to see that now.
Dude, Foot Fist Way, I think you would like.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a Master Poe type character.
Gentleman.
So,
yeah.
I think you would appreciate it. Yeah.
So wait, this, she was was she an actress or no? Was she like a,
She was a friend of ours, which she probably won't be after today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. What are you going to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
And she performed.
Yes.
How'd you get into the whole acting thing?
It was by accident. It was honestly just through this, through Foot Fist Way. Me and Jody, the guy who directed it, we went to film school together and kind of.
Okay, so film school.
That
kind of starts it.
That's where it begins.
A lot of people say that's a big waste of time.
Yeah, it wasn't in our case.
No. Yeah. Okay.
And, we just made this movie, went to Sundance, and, didn't really have any aspirations of being an actor or anything, just, helped my buddy out, and, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting here with you guys talking about how
amazing, man.
Terrible my friend was. In this
Sorry. How long were you friends with her for?
It was a long friendship. No, it's fine. She'll be totally cool.
Wow. I feel bad now. Yeah. I really thought you just, found somebody.
You made the movie while you were in film school?
No, we didn't. It looks like we did, but we made it after several years of kind of being in L.A. and not really kind of getting what we wanted to get going. We just went back.
Had to scrape up the cash.
Credit cards.
Really?
Yeah.
That does seem to be the way these filmmakers initially do it, and just come on.
Yeah.
Like rolling the dice. Come on, movie.
I mean, it could have gone very bad.
Yeah, no crap,
Max out
man.
the credit cards and hope for the
That's
best.
exactly what Kevin Smith was talking about with Clerks. He, just maxed out every credit card he had. Got the equipment, put the movie together, and, lucked out.
There's that kind of weird thing where you start spending the money. You're like, all right, we're doing this. And then about halfway through the movie, you're like, oh, my God, we've done this. What is going to happen?
Yeah, now what? Were you I've seen a lot of people's movies that they put out, and were you afraid that it was going to be cheesy looking and just
we knew we didn't have a lot of money for that movie. I mean, we had like $70,000 and we didn't have any money to pay a crew or anything. We just the film school we went to, we knew that you had to have an internship credit to graduate from there. So we went back to the film school and we're like, hey, anybody want to get that internship credit and come work for us?
Okay, so you got some free guys.
We got some film school kids
and holding booms and things like that.
Exactly. And we were like, let's not try to make this look like a big Hollywood movie. We obviously don't have the money for that. So we just kind of embraced the grittiness and low budget value.
What did you film it on?
16, Super 16.
16. Would you rent the equipment? And
we rented the equipment, and Yeah, and
Jesus.
that was that.
Do you know
Amazing.
those projects normally, like that's a great success story.
Right, yeah.
For $70,000. Normally the way they work is I had a part in one, which apparently cost the guy $60,000, which he recouped $11 of.
Oh, Jesus.
It was starring Jim Florentine and a comic from Jersey named Artie Fletcher, and I was in. It was called White Chicks Incorporated.
Aha.
That was the one I told you where I played famous comedian Jim Norton. It's so bad.
That's why, because I've seen so many people's bad movies. And now with the, everybody can buy equipment for so cheap.
Yeah.
And there's programs and everything. So everyone's a filmmaker
The
now.
bar is lowered, definitely.
Yeah, the bar has definitely been lowered. So to actually put out a movie like that and have it get as successful as it did, had to have been a big surprise.
It definitely was. I mean, a buddy of ours had done an independent film and had gone around on the festival circuit, so we were literally looking at that, like, well, maybe we'll get a few free trips, to some cool countries and take it there. And
when did you realize, like, oh my God, like people are taking notice?
When it got into Sundance, we were pretty surprised. I mean, we had worked on the film, I guess, for like 3 weeks. We had 3 weeks to get the cut in to Sundance, and we got in this like 2-hour version of the movie, which was terrible. There was no sound mix, and we kind of were like, we tried. We'll come back next year and we'll work harder on it. And so we stopped working on the film. We get this call from Sundance that it got in. We're like, oh man, well, how long do we have to get this thing together before it shows? And so we had to just kind of hump it and get it done.
How much did it wind up making? I mean, roughly. I'm not sure you know exact, but
I think maybe like $16,000. I don't know. I don't think it didn't do too great in the box office. They Paramount Vantage picked the film up, and their idea was to hold on to the film for like 3 years and then release it the weekend after Indiana Jones comes out.
Oh, nice.
Which is a perfect plan for a $70,000 movie.
Well, actually, no, that's not a good plan.
No, literal Jim.
You know what, though? It's finding its audience this way. It really is.
Did you sit there and watch some of the people watching it there, and were you happy with the reaction?
We were. We were definitely happy with it. I mean, it's not, it's our sense of humor. It's definitely not made for everyone, but I mean, people who dig it, then we dig them a little more.
Because that is kind of cool. I can only imagine sitting there and seeing what you put together and having people actually appreciate it and,
it's a great
and
feeling.
dig it and stuff. Definitely.
And Will Ferrell got involved, right?
He did. Will and Adam saw the film after Sundance, and we didn't know those guys before that, and they just gave us a call and said they liked the film and wanted to kind of put it underneath their company. So
how cool is that?
Everything just kind of took off from there.
And now he's helping you out?
Now he's helping me out. I'm going to go see his show tonight. Looking forward to it.
Should have brought him over here.
Yeah.
We like the guy, but we could get him on the phone every once in a while.
He's elusive.
He pops up in Eastbound and Down as well.
He does?
As a character, he appears in the next episode.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned it a lot in the last 15 minutes, but Eastbound and Down is Danny McBride's latest project, and I saw the premiere episode yesterday. It's great, and everyone else will be seeing it Sunday at 10:30 on HBO. I highly recommend you check it out and give it a chance, I think that's it. I'm trying to think what else. Tropic Thunder. You were great in that, too.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
I loved you in Tropic.
Right.
I kind of want to see more of you in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Nick Nolte were too busy having fun on the island, partying.
That was, working with Nick Nolte must have been fun.
It was incredible, yeah.
That was a great part because it was so, I don't know, it was a little inside as far as the industry goes. But it made it that much funnier to watch because, the technical end of it and getting mad at some of the things that were working and weren't working and stuff. It's such an inside thing if you've ever even lightly been on any kind of a set.
You get that vibe,
That what goes on like that.
But the Tom Cruise thing, wow.
It's pretty wild, wasn't it?
I didn't know he had that in him, man.
Yeah, and the dancing was his idea. When he did his camera test, he told Ben, he's like, I want to dance. I want to dance in this movie.
I think we asked you last time. You didn't even get to meet him, right?
I didn't get to meet him, no.
You're in the same film. But I always think, wow, you're in a film with Tom Cruise. You guys get to hang out.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way.
But just how it's all put together, you don't even see the guy.
You mean they put it together different?
Yeah, no.
I thought they just filmed it all with everybody laughing together.
Did you talk to Nick Nolte? You should have only talked about Prince of Tides.
That's all we talked about.
And asked him, did he? I don't know where I'm going with that. I just keep thinking of him going, Lowenstein, crying at a stupid stupid aardvark face Barbara Streisand's chest. Oh, Lowenstein. Oh, we got it. You're sensitive. He won Sexiest Man Alive after that in People magazine.
Wow.
Because women like this. Because he's a rugged guy.
Well,
and he should have won it after Q&A, by the way. When he was strangling transsexuals that he had just had sex with. That's when he should have won Sexiest Man Alive.
I'm looking for Gans. My favorites. Him in 48 Hours is fantastic. Gans.
Let's get Brad on the air here with Danny McBride. Brad, Atlanta, what's up?
Danny, you rock, man. I just wanted to bring up All the Real Girls and how that's one of the best dramas ever, and you totally steal that movie.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. All the Real Girls, David Green, he directed Pineapple. It's a hell of a movie.
Just pretty much wanted to give you props, man, so you rock.
Thank you so much.
He's giving you propellers.
Yeah,
for some reason.
What's that movie about?
All the Real Girls is a little indie that the guy who directed Pineapple Express, David Green, he directed it, and I have a small role in that as well.
Okay.
Another Sundance favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you, Mr. Indie guy.
Are you working on any other projects, movies?
I just got back from the UK doing a location scout. Me and David Green are trying to get this like fantasy action comedy movie going this summer. So we were scouting forests and castles and.
Are you afraid to get like other people involved now at this point? You're scouting, you're doing everything.
Yeah.
Is that like? It must be very nice to be able to do it yourself, but it's a lot of work when you start getting the recognition and
it is. There's a lot of hoops
more
to jump
responsibility to other people. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, when you start spending other people's money, that's when you got to start answering a lot of questions.
Yeah, yeah.
And they watered down your crap, right?
They tried to.
That too. So if you do it all yourself, I mean, you're
you
working
got no
like
one
a
to
dog,
answer
but
to. Yeah.
At least it's fun.
Well, when you always look at something like the Pink Panther 2 is kind of like the benchmark
That is
in comedy.
That's what we could all esteem to.
We've been killing Steve Martin for doing that movie, killing him.
I just keep thinking of him because people keep saying you stole Tropic Thunder, and I keep thinking, well, funny. Let's talk about Steve
stealing a corpse.
It's like, why would you do that? Peter Sellers was great in those movies. You don't need to redo that crap.
All the previews I've seen for it, too, he looks so soft in it. Everything looks very soft. It's weird.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
He has the little hat on. He messes up the accent. Can't say the words right. Pretty funny.
So you're going to go see it this weekend?
Oh, my God. I want an advance copy. I want a copy from some Chinese guy with heads in the theater so I can laugh at home in privacy. How do you not laugh watching that? I meant to say hamburger.
Scream.
Hamburger. Who talks like that, you nut? Oh, his feet should be cut off. I really do. I hope Steve Martin loses his feet in some sort of a motorcycle mishap.
Some septus.
Yeah, both of his feet.
Oh, my God, Jimmy. Bravo.
Good douche.
All right, let's get Danny out of here, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's Eastbound and Down. It's Sundays at 10:30
on HBO,
which is a great time.
I saw it. I think our listeners are going to love this one. Really, give it a chance. I think you're going to be happy.
Thanks. Here he is, our final appearance on our show.
It's been wonderful. You guys have been really nice.
Unless
we'll catch you on the way down at some point.
Not that we wish that.
No, but we'll catch you one of these days.
Here's how you know.
Years from now.
If there's 6 episodes and the show never gets picked up again, he'll be back.
Yeah.
But if you hear season 2, well, it's been nice knowing you.
Yeah.
That's it. Gone. Goodbye. Yeah, you want to come in? I'm scouting a location on 57th Street in Manhattan. I can't possibly come in.
I'm looking for a spot in the back of this girl's throat to deposit something.
It usually goes from this, hanging out, to a quick phoner.
Yeah.
And then they're too busy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what the fates have.
We've seen this game way too many times.
After every question, the phoner is like,
yeah, all right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And then you got people protecting you.
All right, guys. Got it. Yeah, well, I gotta. All right.
No more Steve Martin. I hope he loses his feet jokes.
No, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
How
I'm
can you
talking
say
about
that?
fantastic. Great.
We have Mike Myers in, and he's a
Great guy. Great guy.
Fascinating interview.
Looking forward to working with him someday. Great guy.
We tried teasing Steve Martin about it, and he was just like, "Oh no, he's wonderful. He's wonderful." It's like, where am I going to go with that?
Right.
Not that you expect Mike to trash him, but
but come on.
you don't have to go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
That he's wonderful.
He's not wonderful. He is wonderful. And also, I love President Ford. Those are those two things that should go hand in hand.
Wonderful.
Yes, I mean 1976. Or was it 75 that Ford was in? What do I know?
Whatever. Close enough.
Yeah.
What do you want from us?
This isn't a history class.
I don't know.
Trying to get some
That's true. I
jokes
should have
out.
said Carter. Always Carter. It's a C word. It's funnier.
It certainly is.
All right, let's get Danny out of here.
Hey, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Daddy.
Thanks.
It's a very funny Danny McBride.
Eastbound and Down, HBO, 10:30 on Sunday nights. It starts this Sunday?
This Sunday, yep.
Good. Good luck, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
absolutely. Opie and Anthony. All right. Opie and Anthony. I just went into the office to not really check on the guys to see what's going on. And they're having a lot of fun. Has nothing to do with the radio show today, but they're having a good time. E-Rock's been checking out some naked fatty all morning.
Hold a mirror open.
And you might think the internet? No, it's not the internet. We found another naked chick. We get to look into a lot of windows from our vantage point.
Oh!
And in the office, we got another naked girl across the way.
From the office, you could see it? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you got? Tell these guys what you told me, Rock.
Well, this one seems to might be in an abusive relationship.
All right.
What is it, Rihanna?
Yeah.
Fat naked girl on her couch playing with her iTunes with her laptop there.
How do you know it's iTunes?
How do you know it's iTunes, by the way?
Because she keeps it right next to the glass, so if you're using the binoculars, you can see what's right on her laptop.
If you were using binoculars,
because that would be
So
highly illegal.
the way she's sitting right here, where her
Right
thigh
hip. Yeah, right
meets her butt, is this huge purple and yellow bruise.
Oh.
And it's not like she even bumped into anything. It looks like somebody was just like really punching her or kicking her or something.
Maybe she likes that.
Yeah, how do you know she
Maybe.
didn't bump into anything? How do you know?
How do you
there wasn't
bump into something right up
Well,
here?
when you're that fat, you can't move around your apartment as
Exactly.
well.
Maybe in the
Right?
fridge.
Yeah, maybe the refrigerator door fell off and hit her.
Maybe the fridge was empty, so she opened the fridge and was spinning in circles, hoping to make food magically appear. Who knows what fat people do as rituals?
So there's a fat naked broad. She's across the way. Which building?
It's
No, it's in the office.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I never know which way those windows face.
Yeah.
her place is on the top of the building, so
Yeah.
she comes out the sliding doors. So she walks around there sometimes with her dogs.
Just naked?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have been following her for a while?
This was the first really good look at her that we got. We noticed her like 3 weeks ago. Like she'll open the door real quick and move away into the apartment, so you don't really get a chance to see her.
Yeah, unless you have like binoculars or something.
Or noticed that she was actually outside.
Wait, she went outside naked?
Yeah, she has dogs and stuff, so she went out onto the balcony and everything.
Peanut butter?
See, she wants
Oven mitts?
She wants people to look at her. She wants people to look at her naked.
Maybe that's where the bruise came from. She only had one oven mitt.
The little fella had to hold on for
He
dear
sure
life.
did. The little
Pick a
fella.
hip you want pristine.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
All right, new naked girl, but she's fat, but at least she's naked a lot.
Yeah.
All right. And possibly abusive relationship because her hip is bruised very badly.
This is the third girl, too, right? We got three now?
Yeah.
We got two over here, and now we got one over there.
Well, there may be a fourth one right there, but she's rarely there. I think she might be like an airline stewardess or something.
What?
What do you come to these conclusions?
Yeah.
I love this
She
conclusion.
She have a key to the city yesterday when she came home?
No, she always has this.
Put her key to the city on the windowsill and got naked.
She's always leaving with a suitcase in some kind of like navy blue outfit.
She could be a hooker. or some kind of a stripper. Or a dildo mistress. Who knows? You come up with these weird conclusions. How'd she bruise her hip? Well, no, there's no way she could have
relationship.
She didn't bump into anything. She's a Capricorn.
She's on her iTunes. Guy knows everything.
I know.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Mind reader.
Because you showed me the window. It's pretty far away.
It's right outside the office.
And I was looking at the wrong window.
Yeah, it's right across the street from us.
What music did she like? What was
I don't
listed
know.
on her iTunes?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
You could see the genius.
What does she
bar
have on her
inside.
toolbar? Yeah.
How many buddies on her buddy list, you creep? What don't you know?
Buddy list. All right,
well,
Rock.
there you go.
Keep us posted.
I will.
Oh. Are you doing anything for the show or just having fun looking at naked fat broads?
Yeah, I was working on something. Then we
Yeah,
saw
were
it
you?
out there.
What were you
really?
working on?
Pizza?
Yeah, what were you
What were you working on?
We were fixing some segments of the show that DC didn't record. So
Very.
I hear Iraq was on a diet or is on a diet that Steve's girl put together for you, and you had it for 3 weeks and have not started, and you have excuse after excuse as to why you haven't started this.
no, we started last Monday.
Yeah, but you had it for like 3 weeks.
No, she had all my information. She didn't have the actual details for the meals and everything until recently, and I started it last Monday.
Well, someone of the smart-ass variety that works around here had told me that you had the diet, you were supposed to start it, and then beforehand you were doing nothing but eating crappy McDonald's and everything, and then you decided you were going to do it, and then said, screw it, I'm having pizza the other day.
Did you?
Here
comes
he is.
Sam.
Here's the guy that
This can't be good.
Maybe it's the same person who was stealing the meals so I couldn't have them.
Sam is a svelte little guy. He could do with a French fry or two.
Yeah, David. This is all coming from intern David.
Intern David.
Get David in here.
Unfortunately, he's not here today.
But he's running a bank.
He said that after Comic-Con on Saturday that they went to the pizza place, and E-Rock got a slice of pizza and claimed that it didn't matter that he was screwing up his diet because his lunch on Friday had been stolen, so dinner on Saturday doesn't matter.
That kid is such an a-hole.
Yeah, that truth sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah? What happened?
No, Friday, 3 of my meals mysteriously disappeared from the office.
Yeah.
The bag and everything.
Did you search your stomach?
Wait, the bag and everything? Maybe the guy just walked out. It was a liquid lunch. Sorry, good. No, I apologize.
No, and then after, I told David after the Comic-Con, I said, I'll take you out to dinner for doing everything, but he couldn't eat at most of the places that that were around them because of his kosher rules. So
he has kosher rules?
Yeah, he can't mix meat and dairy together and then other combinations of stuff.
It's the God says you go to...
God doesn't care.
Oh, God cares.
Well, he doesn't. He's busy killing people in Australia on fire.
They can't figure out that fire in Australia, huh?
No, don't mix goat cheese with meat, but,
Then your place won't burn.
So he wanted to go to Sparrow's, the pizza place. So we went there, and I got plain cheese. I can't have meat really on this diet, so that was the easiest thing I could eat. That was it.
So pizza.
That was all I had.
That doesn't matter. Did you start the workouts?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I do know the person who made the diet for him was very concerned that she was going to look a fool because after she had already made the diet and he was supposed to start, he was eating for breakfast. One breakfast was a McDonald's, I think it was sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel and a chicken biscuit.
Oh, my God.
The day before he started.
The day before. So you loaded up the day before?
No, because I started on a Monday, so that meant I ate it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it was real convenient that this comes up when Sam goes, well, I'm not getting breakfast today. Sam, do you want breakfast? Sure. And he orders all this shit. Oh, sorry. Orders all these.
He's so flustered right now. You're folded under the pressure.
So to speak, literally.
You are a pisser, man.
No, Sam has no problem ordering when I'm offering it.
So you pretty much binged on Sunday, knowing that you would have to.
It was the week prior when we were still.
The week prior, Sunday into Monday. So it's the week before on Sunday.
It wasn't
the
a
new
Sunday
week starts on
we weren't
Monday.
at work.
What?
It wasn't a Sunday. We weren't at work. This happened at work.
It must have
so
been
this
a
was
Friday,
the week before.
But I know that the
Friday
person who wrote the diet was concerned because she thought he was already supposed to have started it.
No, we hadn't.
Okay, so you were going to start it on Monday.
Yes.
So Friday you binged at work, and Sam saw. God only knows what you did Saturday and Sunday then.
Yeah.
Because if he saw you on Friday binging, I bet Saturday and Sunday you were stuffing your face.
No, not really.
Come on, what did you have Saturday and Sunday? Think about it.
How many pies?
That was Super Bowl day.
Oh, God. That was what he was eating out of a Super Bowl.
Hey, I think it's Shawn E. in North Carolina. In Eric's defense, it's hard to eat right when you're on a stakeout. I messed up his line. I'm sorry, but
what'd you eat for the Super Bowl?
We went out to dinner before the game.
Where?
We went and had steak.
And
don't act like you had a lean cut of.
I know.
No,
Thank you, Jimmy.
A lean cut of
steak, potatoes, vegetables.
And on your diet, you can't have meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the diet, a-hole.
Yeah, but it's...
Yeah, but if you got to get in the right frame of mind.
Right,
you can't just binge before you go on a diet because that just shows you're not ready to really lose the weight and keep it off.
Yeah, that's what it shows.
Yeah, really?
Sure does. I love the people that binge right before a diet. What are you're proving nothing to
Yeah, it's
yourself.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So?
So your pants.
Let it be known E-Rock took the defense.
So defense.
We've all done it. So? When your back is up against the wall, what else do you got but the defense?
So how have these rigorous 2 days been?
It's been over a week now.
Okay.
On the diet.
The sad part is E-Rock's not even that fat. I think it's because we all know you're probably not supposed to be a fat guy.
You're just proportioned like a chubby guy.
Yeah,
is what it is. Oh God,
you're skinny chubby. Skinny chubby.
Yeah, that picture. Whoever's the guy that keeps sending that to my email every week, thank you.
It's a nice Photoshop.
Yeah, but he sends it from fake accounts all the time. I keep getting that photo.
Oh boy, that's really going to help the cause.
It's E-Rock.
Now that he knows he got under your skin.
Because you reply to it and then you get back that auto message back that the email account doesn't exist.
Why would you reply to it? What do you say? That's not me.
I was like, I have this already, and it would be bounced back, and then Monday morning, there it is again.
Stop emailing me. I'm trying to eat.
Yeah. It's a picture of E-Rock lifting his shirt and his very, very large breasts.
Yes, very large man breasts.
Where'd they get that photo of you from?
That's not real photo.
It's the best part about it is that I guess it's become so popular that if you just Google image E-Rock, it's like the second thing to come up.
Really? Oh my God.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, it's hurtful.
Horrible.
Poor guy.
Oh, E-Rock.
It is the second. The first is you and Jill Nicolini.
I don't know what that one is.
And then the third, the fat picture, is beating out you with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I see the Lindsay Lohan one? 'Cause I think
And also,
that's the one where you leaned in and tried to make it look like you were Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He really did. If you check out the picture of E-Rock and Lindsay Lohan, we'll put it up somewhere. He took this and he wanted it to look like they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah,
He's
like 5
leaning
years
in,
ago.
like with his head against hers, kind of smiling, like we're just hanging.
The Paris Hilton one.
You got a picture.
Oh, the Paris Hilton one. Yeah, that's the one.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah, look at how he's
Look at his dreamy eyes.
He cannot
you knew about
possibly
this.
put his head in there
No,
far enough.
He's not. He's illing the fact that he got a little dreamy bedroom eyes for Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
There's a whole bit on this already.
Is there?
And she's like her
Just
neck
do it
is
again.
craned to try to get her neck away from his head.
Right. She's like disgusted.
Yeah, she's had enough of you already.
Yeah.
Oh, E-Rock. Look how svelte you are then, though.
No.
Yeah.
You were a little thinner back
I gotta
then.
find photos before I started this job. I don't look anywhere like I am now.
When to get a job eating. You know what
I
job?
think it's all the yelling and the stress we put him through.
Is that what it is?
What he's getting at.
That was
Let's do
really
some. That's what we should do on onaradio.com. Pictures of E-Rock before he started with the show, and then what he has become because of us.
Eat because I'm unhappy. And I'm unhappy because I eat.
Is your girlfriend?
That's that one.
That's not real either.
Of course.
Oh, don't kid it, E-Rock.
It's hysterical. It's E-Rock head put on a fat guy's body in a G-string.
In a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
In a wrestling ring, yes. Oh, God damn, E-Rock. The fans love you.
Did your chick kind of hint around that you should be sticking to the diet?
She's doing it with me.
Why?
She doesn't need to.
You know what that's
She doesn't
about.
need to.
That's her saying.
Yeah.
She wants to be able to say, "Now we have to stick to this."
Right.
Because she wants to grab you by your throat every time she sees you eating chips.
When she's not around you, she's eating everything.
That's like
in sight.
the quit smoking together thing, you know? You do it together, and that way...
No, it's never about togetherness.
No.
It usually means the one person really needs the help, and you're going to help them along a little bit.
So she's sticking with it. And
she's.
So what are you having tonight? Give me your day's eating for today.
For today, my first meal was 2 pieces of that Ezekiel bread.
Ugh,
Ezekiel bread.
Yeah.
That bread,
Ezekiel bread.
that bread made it into my
man.
The bread of the righteous man.
that bread made it into my house. That bread
By
sucks.
sex.
Whole wheat is good
The
enough.
bread of the week.
Be seated on all sides.
There's that. And then meal 2 is...
Wait, your whole meal is 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread?
For the first meal. There's six meals for the day.
How big is the Ezekiel bread?
Snacks. Regular slices.
Anger and furious vengeance. Those who would try to put meat on my Ezekiel bread. You're charming, like that pig from Green Acres.
Yes. but more out of shape.
What's the benefit of eating that bread over like wheat?
Yeah. What is it about Ezekiel bread
that's better than wheat bread?
This diet is based on your blood type, and
yours is gravy positive.
I'm sorry.
Well, I should have waited till I said my bone structure, but there you go.
Well, okay.
And it's ruled my diet is mostly grain and vegetarian based. It's not
like any horse.
Not meat or chicken, but
oh really? No meat or chicken?
No meat or chicken, but it's a lot of fish too.
Oh yeah.
So my second meal is half a grapefruit. Mm-hmm. The third meal is a cup of peanuts.
These are meals.
A cup of peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you say that fast, it sounds like what you enjoy in your leisure time. Sorry.
Wait, and this is spread out what, every 2 hours?
2 to 3 hours.
It's like when you get on
pass out.
It's like what you get on a flight.
Right.
That's funny.
A little cup of peanuts.
You get free headphones in the fourth meal.
So 2 slices of bread, a half a grapefruit, and some peanuts is going to get you to noon?
And now that's noon?
Yeah, and then
Hell no.
meal 4 is made at home. I forgot what meal 4 is.
Forgot?
I don't remember what kind of fish. It's either
it's a fish?
It's like halibut or tilapia.
Yeah.
Meal 5.
However much krill you could strain through your baleen. It's a whale joke. Sorry,
Okay.
you're
So
up.
then meal 5 is like fruit and vegetable, and then meal 6 is another fish, another piece of fish.
How long are you going to do this for before you just snap and eat like a live cat or dog? He's going to grab a goat and just start eating it alive from its back.
It's just yelling as he's eating it.
He'll chew through a cow at the end of Apocalypse Now when they cut it.
That sounds rough, E-Rock.
Meal 6 is 6 ounces of tuna and some broccoli.
Yeah.
And Steve Major says, and then a 12-course dessert. Any snacks at all in your house? Do you have any?
No.
Do you leave any? Do you get out of bed sometimes and go, I got to go to the bathroom, but let me go downstairs and grab a cookie?
No. I actually had to start drinking green tea because this is on the diet too. So
green
getting
tea,
used to that.
Yeah, can I tell you something? It's going to fail miserably.
Why is that?
Because you're suffering too much.
It's hard to stick to. Right?
You have a cheat day, don't you?
I'm not using it, no.
When you go on these, you have to, because when you do this diet crap, you can't suffer too much, or you're just never going to stick with it.
You need a way. Let me tell you something else.
A little something every once in a while.
You need a way that you do for the rest of your life. Like, you can't eat like this forever.
No, this is
you could lose weight.
This is just the diet portion. After the diet portion, there's another structure of...
and there's food and exercise.
The exercise is part of this too. But after this, it's like 6 or 7 weeks.
Have you started the exercise part of it?
Yes, I already answered that. Yes.
I don't remember you saying yes.
What are you doing?
Sam says no.
I don't think so.
Look at Sam. I don't think so. What are you doing for exercise? Good for you.
Haven't done too much of the weights yet because she's trying to find some time that she's going to show me the workout involving the weights, but I'm doing the
elliptical.
elliptical.
Be shown how to lift stuff?
Sam said you lift them up.
Yeah, thank you.
From that skinny piece of...
You lift them up?
Like, why don't you start? Because at least lifting them, it's getting something done, and then maybe she could adjust what you're doing.
I don't have a program set to do everything. Because actually she was busy training you the other day.
She came over.
Look at that. She's trying to turn it around. Turnabout is fair play.
She taught me a bunch of snack tips and how to make some really good things that are very, very low fat. And she showed me a 4-day workout program. I did the first day yesterday, and it was rough.
Yeah?
It was good, though.
Rough one?
Yeah. It was good. All chest and biceps first day.
Ooh.
Yeah. Who wants to touch?
Well, but you've always worked out
with her.
Find yourself
but there's a way to work your muscles, and that's what she's showing you how to do, like how to build yourself, so you're not just this lopsided idiot just doing one thing and doing. I plateaued, as we say. That happens to you, I'm sure, but in the opposite direction.
No,
I didn't mean it like to be disrespectful.
Yeah, you did.
I mean plateaued with the TOAD at the end. Sorry.
We got to get out of here. All right.
Yeah, we
More
do.
on E-Rock's diet.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Thank
you,
MJ. Very good. All right.
That's about it. Then we'll go over to the other side.
I was going to do the Christian Bale thing again because it was really funny, but I think we ran out of time. So remind us tomorrow. We'll replay that if you heard it and liked it or you missed it. It's very good. All right. See you tomorrow. Opie and Anthony. Bye. Continuing with the Opie and Anthony show.
That's what we do.
That's what we do now.
We continue.
That's right. Anybody watch TV last night? Anything good on? Up the Obama thing, but...
Obama?
Who are you supposed to believe?
No one.
Come on.
He says if you don't sign this thing, we're all going to be in economic turmoil, and the Republicans go, he's just doling out money to everybody that doesn't need it.
You know why I think that's all bullshit?
Why?
Because there were laughs during the press conference.
What, people having laughs?
Every once in a while there was a laugh, so I'm like, okay, we're not going to be in turmoil.
Yeah.
That's rhetoric. Some of that rhetoric. I mean, if we were in dire straits,
yeah,
I don't think there'd be laughs to be had at the press conference.
Were there any laughs when Franklin Delano Roosevelt was giving his speech after Pearl Harbor?
Only when you thought of what his wife had in her mouth 10 minutes earlier. Old pussy breath. Sure.
Oh, she had to. She had old polio limp dick.
So there were actually a lot of laughs. She was eating pussy, and he was fucking putting his shoes on one atrophied appendage at a time. See, a bad example.
I was watching The Presidents on the History Channel, and speaking of that,
love that.
The press all knew that the fucking guy basically couldn't walk. And, but what I don't understand, they kept that out of the public eye, right? But the president had a guy that he kind of held on to, so it looked like he could kind of walk. And I'm thinking, they didn't think that was a big deal? That the president kind of was, having another man help him around.
Back then, especially during wartime, if you would have commented on something like that, the fucking, you'd be ripped apart like a traitor.
You'd be killed.
Yeah.
They killed people.
So they just kind of left that alone. It's like, man, we know he's got that big fucking wicker goddamn wheelchair. Yeah. It's like the same wheelchair that what's his name, the actor, sent that woman downstairs in.
Oh, yeah,
the classic, classic scene.
You old bag.
You lying old hag.
You lying old hag.
We played that recently on the show.
Yeah, and then he pushes her down the stairs. But there's that same wicker.
But they also, during the History Channel, they showed pictures that the press were taking of him with just dead legs sideways in a car.
Oh, yeah.
But they never actually, put out there for the public. But now they're kind of showing a lot more of that. All right.
He was a gimp.
I think what we're going to do today, we got a lot of stuff building up. No one watched TV last night, so we can't play off that.
What?
We are going to play the Christian Bale thing again. But why don't we do a little cleanup, because we got some really good stuff in front of us that we haven't gotten to.
Oh, the only time cleanup time is fun. Here on our show.
That was weird. Big Bang. Oh, my brother. I was going to say that's weird because my brother called and said, you got to watch Big Bang. It was on TV last night. It rocks. He says it's a really good show. You watch Big Bang?
No.
Is it a sitcom, though?
I haven't seen it, but I have heard good things about
a lot of people
show.
talking about Big Bang. You watch Big Bang? Yeah. What's Big Bang all about, E-Rock? Turn us on to something new.
Big Bang are these physicists.
That's what's made when E-Rock gets out of bed.
See,
I get it.
See, you put your feet on the floor. And
these physicists out in California that live together, and a hot chick who comes from the Midwest moves in right next door to them. So they're all awkward dealing with this hot girl.
Three's Company.
They do all this kind of, geeky stuff. They're playing Rock Band and online gaming and things like that.
Oh, good. So they try to take popular culture and throw it into the show like that.
It's a whole show about nerds.
Hoping that
you really sold the show. I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to DVR it. Wow.
God, it makes it sound so fucking bad.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
You like it?
I love it.
Why do you like it?
It's just so ridiculous that you enjoy watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right.
And it's on right before How I Met Your Mother, too. So.
You watch that?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't watch any
defending it a little
fucking
bit
sitcom.
because a lot of people say it's a really good sitcom. It's the best sitcom on TV right now, right?
Did it make you cry, Eric?
No.
What shows do make you cry?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Opie and Anthony show.
You ever watch TV and it makes you cry because something happened that was so emotional?
That's stupid extreme home makeover.
Oh, yeah, I know
Ron and Fez were talking about it yesterday, but
I know where you're going with this.
But that fucking show will all of a sudden you'll see a tear fly out of your eyes going, what the fuck?
I would never
Have
even
you watched
get
the show, though?
Yes.
You don't have a heart.
I have one.
Chest of yours.
I do. I would never get fucking worked up over that fucking show. Not that show.
They're down on their luck. The kid has some rare disease.
Oh, it's always something. Allergic to fucking oxygen.
No, the best one was the, what was it? The body temperature one?
Yeah, the body temperature. Kids got to be kept at a fucking constant certain degree.
So
or
the rest of the family has to
freeze their asses
they
off.
Walk around the house with winter
They
coats
put
on.
meat locker fucking compressors in instead of air conditioners.
Oh, my God.
But what were you getting at with E-Rock as far as the crying goes? Because I know something's going on there.
Somebody, everybody has their own thing, but Eric has his own emotional show.
There's it's not the show, it was an episode.
An episode?
Of what?
A show called Futurama.
There's no way you could get teary-eyed at Futurama unless they said they were taking it off
unless
the air.
they showed you yours.
There's one episode you can. The main character, his name is Fry.
Yes.
Tries to find out about the history of his dog. Fry was sent to the future, so he's trying to look back into history to see what happened to his dog. And they tell you the story about him and his dog, and towards the end, it gets a little upsetting.
What happens? Don't worry, we're not going to watch it.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about ruining the ending.
Well, the dog dies, but...
How'd he die?
Of course it does.
Waiting for him to come home.
Oh, that's so sad because he went into the future. He couldn't get back.
Yeah.
And then he's just waiting there.
Yeah.
So why did it make
Did
you
he turn into a skeleton just kind of
If you
sitting
watch
there?
it's sad.
Do you have a dog? You ever have a dog?
I had many dogs.
Fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Made you
got
cry.
fucking...
You can't cry. What?
Not a
Cartoons aren't supposed to make you
cartoon.
cry.
Watch it. See
Unless
what you
it's
think.
Bambi.
Bambi made you cry.
Nah, I didn't give a shit about that.
So what dog did that remind you of yours? I'm sure one of your pets died that it reminded you of.
No, it didn't remind me of any specific pet, but just the fact that the dog was just waiting there at the end as years went by, waiting for him to come home, and then it just ends with the dog dying.
Someone is actually sticking up for you, Rock. You better make him a
Probably
friend.
the creator of the cartoon.
Make this a friend. He's
Matt
got to be your
Groening.
friend on Facebook. Sean in Georgia. Sean.
I hate to do this, but I absolutely have to support E-Rock on this episode. It is incredibly sad. Just
No one could support E-Rock.
Exactly.
I still
What
don't
are
know
you,
why.
a metal floor?
Why was it sad? I still don't know why.
Because at the very end...
It's just the whole fact that if you ever had a dog you're really attached to, you understand that he wanted to get his dog back, but he figures that the dog, he just forgot about him because he had been gone for so long.
But it's a cartoon.
It shows the dog just waiting in the same spot he waited for him every day.
It's the story, not the...
Dies at the end.
But it's a cartoon. It takes you out of it.
No,
You're out of it.
It's the story. If you pay attention to the story, not to the fact that it's drawings, it actually gets emotional at the end.
So
of it.
wait, so you're saying that they pan on they show the those fucking unused oven mitts now on the that waist high peanut butter table.
It never fails.
Never.
Every fucking time with a dog.
Coke Logic.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You're with E-Rock on this?
I absolutely am. As soon as you said Futurama, I knew exactly what episode he was going to bring up. When they fucking, I think it's the music that they play while they're showing the dog of the passage of time of him waiting forever. It's like, if it takes forever, I will wait.
I'm sure Danny's looking. Are you searching?
Oh, we gotta find
Danny's
it.
good at this.
Could you give me a copy? I'm gonna
I'll give you a copy.
I'm gonna
It's
watch it with an
not.
open mind and see what it does.
I'll watch it with an open
It's a
asshole
very good
pointed at the
show.
TV.
But that's that one episode was
Dude, they're coming out.
was
Thanks,
really
Coke
sad.
Logic. We got to go to Anthony in Florida. They're coming out of the woodwork. They're all crying over here. Anthony.
Actually, never saw the episode, but just thinking about it got me a little teary-eyed because...
What's wrong with everybody?
Okay, which I'm not, but Jesus. You know what it is? A dog will never lie to you. They'll never...
Sure will eat its own shit and then lick your face.
Yeah, it's a lie if you ask
They will
me.
also never tell you the truth. They will also never tell you if someone was fucking your girl while you were out. Fuck your dog. That dumb animal will lick the hand of someone who just fingered your girl's ass box.
Exactly.
Fucking disloyal
Stop.
bastards.
Well,
Dog will never lie to you.
He'll climb on your pillow with shit toes.
Oh, shit toes.
Fuck your dog. I'm rooting for the car.
Oh, he'll fucking lay on his fucking belly on your bed or couch with that white cheesy shit coming out of his dick hole.
Right after someone else fucked your chick, and then you'll come home and will he go like, brr, will he like nod towards your pussy? No, he'll lick your face.
Is this the end of the episode? E-Rock?
Right.
Yeah, you're getting to it. Yeah.
Where's
All right,
the
well,
sound?
let's get the
we have
sound
some
out.
sound. I want to hear
This is
the
what
song.
made E-Rock cry.
Okay.
Wait, explain what's going on here. Back up a little bit. E-Rock, set this up. So it's
all right.
Futurama.
He found.
Hold on. Just pause that for a second.
He had, if I'm remembering right, he found the remains of his dog. And he realized that his dog was waiting for him the whole time, not that the dog just abandoned him.
Yeah.
So then it cuts back to the past. Now it shows you what the dog actually did when Fry left for the future.
So the dog is sitting there in front of the pizza place.
Yeah, for how
and,
long?
And time is going. But well, you'll see. Time is going because it keeps going. You know, year 2000, 2001. It keeps like going forward.
Oh,
now.
is it like that fucking
It's
movie
showing.
AI that freaked the shit out of
I
me?
don't know. That kid was underwater for a long time.
Thousands of years. That was creepy
Yeah,
shit.
well, that'll happen.
All right, go. Dog just sitting outside the pizza joint. People walking by.
This is a song. The snow.
Snow. Back to spring. Back to summer. Fall. Winter. Spring. Dog's getting older. Pizza joint's changing. Pizza owner getting real old. Pizza place now closed.
Oh, they cut it off.
They should have.
Thank
Your
God.
head.
Who gives
that
a shit?
fucking sucked.
What do you mean
that
they cut
dumb
it off?
dog just sitting there?
Yeah.
Asshole.
When you watch the whole story and then you watch to the very
Oh,
end,
is
they
that
cut
it?
it off. The dog lays down and then it just sits there and then the dog dies.
Why did he come back for the dog? It's not right. It's not right. No. No. Get that fucking Tiffy Tom in
Tiffy
front of
Tom
me.
watching Sophie's Choice
I left.
is one of the best clips ever.
Dude, what the everyone's backing up. What's wrong?
We got a bunch of faggots watching this show.
Are we all syncing up and having our periods at the same time?
I just watched it, ladies. It's not sad.
No.
It's a dumb dog. You hate the dog for being stupid.
Let's see if these guys can turn us around. Tom and Philly. Tom.
Turn us around.
Hey guys, E-Rock, I'm right there with you. I watched that episode on the DVD when it came out years ago, and I was blubbering.
Yes. Oh. E-Rock's blubbering too.
Huh?
I also cried at the end of the third Lord of the Rings movie.
Did you?
Yeah, when they're all gay, jumping up and down on the bed.
Did you cry when you see the... sorry.
How come Anthony cried when Hitler killed his dog?
Oh,
Yeah, see, it's a dog thing.
When Goldie gets the old tablet there.
So you can understand crying over a dog. Let's go to
Do you
Ken
really
in
think
Montreal.
that's why
Hitler.
Anthony was crying?
Yeah. Think of what year it was and what happened shortly after.
Ken, what's going on?
Playing that fucking music got me going. There I was downstairs one time watching TV, having sex with my girlfriend. The episode turned on, had to stop right there. You watch the episode, man, and if you like dogs, it gets to you.
I like dogs. I didn't feel
dogs,
anything
You
watching
just
that.
watched the ending cut off, but you just
I
watched
get it though.
tiny
The
clip.
dog is waiting for his owner to
Watch the
return,
whole
and the
thing.
owner never returns.
Watch the whole thing.
The dog dies, obviously.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
it's
the
a cartoon.
And why wouldn't the pizza guy go, what the fuck's this animal in front of my place for 6 years for?
Right.
And get rid of it.
Let's go to Brian in Danbury. Brian.
The music again, it got me to cry. The first time I saw that, I sobbed uncontrollably, and my girlfriend just hated me for it.
As she should have. I'd like to kick you in the cunt right now for listening.
Exactly.
No, when you see the beginning and the dog, his name is Seymour, he's just so friendly, and they're feeding each other pizza, and he was making the sauce, and it was just too much. When he lays down at the end, when it's raining, it was too much.
Look, that dog's a bag of shit, and he should have got hit by a truck sooner. Fucking idiot he is.
Travis?
I think that story might be based on a true story.
I hope it's sooner or later based on your animal.
No,
Why is everyone getting angry?
A fantastic animal. There was this Japanese dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know this story? He would go to the...
A Japanese dog? What story is there?
It's kind
He had slanted eyes and fucking drove his vehicle into other dog vehicles? What is there to know?
He would...
I'm trying to understand this.
Okay, let me tell you a story.
Did you cry too?
No. I've never seen this episode.
All right.
He would go to the train station with his owner every day and say goodbye to his owner, and then at 5 o'clock or whatever time he would come home, the dog would go to the train station, and greet his owner. One day the owner died, and the dog went to the train station to see his owner. And the owner never showed up.
Yeah. I'm just watching Danny waft his fart into Travis's face as he's trying to tell a story. He's cupping it and throwing it at him.
And every day for the next, until he died, he went back to that train station to meet his owner, who never came back.
How long was that?
He died. He was 11 years old.
Well, how long was he doing that?
I'm not sure, but he did it until he died.
Okay,
He would go back every day.
And this is a real story.
Yes, it's a true story. Absolutely.
Where would
true
the
story.
dog go before then? After he realized that fucking Sato was not getting off the train because a tree fell on him. And instead of karateing the tree off, Mr. Miyagi teabagged him and then strangled him to save the village.
You know what wasn't sad about that whole thing? Right off the bat, I noticed something there. When he left him, he was a new little puppy.
Right.
So how fucking attached could he have been to him? He was a puppy.
He didn't know any better.
He didn't. He was a puppy. It's not like he was with him for years and years. He just got the fucking little thing.
I'm with you, but look at these phones.
Oh, they're all gay.
And no one wants to defend E-Rock ever. Alex, Cleveland.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
E-Rock is totally butchering the story of this episode here. What happens is Fry finds the fossilized remains of this dog in the future, right? And they find out, and he's like debating on whether or not he wants to bring him back to life through whatever wacky contraption that the professor has, right? But they find out that when the dog died, he was like 11 or 12 years old or whatever, and Fry's like, oh, well, that means after I left when he was really young, he must have lived like a full, happy life, right? And that's when they cut to the ending credits. And like all the seasons going by and stuff, and you find out the dog didn't live a happy life, and it was waiting for him the entire time.
That's a stupid dog.
Yeah, slow down, son. I'm getting all choked up.
I'm still,
God, could I give a shit about this fucking cartoon dog?
I'm amazed. Michael in Cincinnati. Michael.
Yeah, I got to stick with A-Rock. The episode's very sad. Seen it a couple times. Gets me every time. Go ahead, call me faggot.
Faggot. Look, I tried during sad movies, but this one just wasn't that sad.
No. I know we're spending way too much time on this, but I'm just amazed that there's people out there that are completely agreeing with E-Rock, someone they don't want to agree with. Look, the phones are just jammed with people going, yeah, it made me cry too. Let's go to Paul, the intern. Where's he calling from?
Yo, you guys know me. I'm a big, kind of burly-looking dude. That fucking episode makes me tear up like a little bitch every single time I see
You're the
it.
one with the beard?
Yeah, I'm the one with the long hair.
You're crying too? Why?
I don't know. I'm a faggot, I guess. But, I mean, this thing, it's just the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Saddest thing he's ever seen.
True.
Holocaust footage, anything. It's just,
Oh, that's just good, clean fun.
Oh, Jiminy
Apparently he
Cricket.
hasn't seen a collection of his own work here.
All right, Paul, thank you. We got Ray from the Philly crew. This makes you cry?
Sorry, yo. Yo, that other caller had it exactly right, man. When the seasons go by, you can't help it, man. You just realize how long he was sitting there for. It's sad. It's a great episode, though.
Are you crying
Check it
because
out.
the dog is so stupid that he doesn't just go find somewhere else to fucking hang out?
You can't help it, man. I
dog's a
had dogs
douche.
my whole life.
Oh,
and
my.
I hit you.
Even Ray from the Philly crew. You're
I'm
killing
sorry.
me. You're one of the tougher guys down there.
I
know, Ray.
man. Not when that comes on.
Ray's a tough dude, man. Tough fucking dude. And
Sorry.
he's crying over this cartoon. All right, Ray. Say hi to Ray and Ray and all the other Rays down there.
All right, you got it.
Oh, you doesn't have to call him Ray. You can call me.
You can call me Crybaby.
You can call me faggot.
You can call me woman, but you doesn't have to call me Ray.
They love the name Ray in that family. They love it. All right, let's go to Ryan in Connecticut. Ryan.
Yeah, Anthony, you got to understand here. If it was Doc Brown going back from the future to save Einstein, you'd completely understand.
I wouldn't care if Einstein was killed.
Did you ever care about a pet, Anthony? And cry over the loss of a pet?
Little Smokey.
Yeah, you tell the Smokey story.
So
That's
much
a good one.
time went by between the time that Smokey disappeared till the time I found out Smokey died that I had already run the emotional gamut.
But when you found Smokey with the maggots?
No, I didn't cry.
No
I just
more
thought it was
tears?
creepy, and it was like, ew,
Gave you
ew.
nightmares?
Yeah, it was
Think
nightmarish.
about that moment when Einstein was gone, and Marty was like, but, Doc, what about Einstein? And Doc had to go back and save him. It's the same thing.
No, not the same thing, because I wouldn't care if Einstein came back a skeleton in the DeLorean.
I'll tell you why that Futurama episode is not sad. Because that is just one potential timeline. Let's say Fry goes back in time.
But Fry doesn't have a DeLorean. He can't go back in time.
Hey,
Well,
easy.
I'm saying they live in the year 3000. I'm sure
Yeah.
they could arrange something.
Yes.
I mean, have you ever even seen that professor on that show? He could do amazing things with his work.
He's fantastic.
Okay, so maybe Fry somehow travels back in time, picks up the dog right in front of Panucci's, and then they have this new timeline which exists where the dog doesn't wait around for Fry and die.
Right. So you're using Back to the Future. You're using Back to the Future rules and not Lost rules.
I guess. I
Yeah.
haven't watched Lost, so I don't know.
Well, Lost says that timeline runs like a river. You can go forward and backwards, but you cannot branch off.
Oh,
so it's a straight street without side streets. So that's the Lost version. The Back to the Future version is if you change something, at that change point, you then will shoot off into
Into
a
something
different
else, sure.
thing, which gives you things like Biffco and Biff's Casino
You know who's
and the wonderful...
You know who's been the richest man in the world?
Yes.
The dog never would have died.
Well, you know who we should ask about this, because he's probably the most schooled person on the subject, is Dr. Michio Kaku. I'm
Yes.
sure he would be thrilled to answer our Futurama and Back to the Future questions.
Of course.
Why don't we get him on the phone? That would be brilliant.
Well, maybe if Jimmy jabs him in the side of the elevator and says, come on the show again.
I want to apologize to E-Rock because he's sitting there looking all confident and happy that people are on his side. I want to apologize ahead of time because this is going to take a nasty turn now. Footer!
Yo, boys, what's up? Hey, everybody's calling to agree with E-Rock. I got to say, I do not agree with E-Rock, and he is fat.
Oh, wow.
Matt on Long Island. Here they come. Matt.
Does the opening to the Flintstones make E-Rock cry because those ribs aren't available anymore?
Oh, E-Rock had his moment.
And cries at the opening of the Jetsons when George gives all his money to Jane.
Let's go to Lou.
Lou.
In Jersey.
Okay, Lou. What?
Lou.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? You guys don't get it, man. You have dogs. I could watch a kid die in a movie, and it won't bother me, but kill a dog in a movie, and that's the worst thing you could ever watch.
Way to sell it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, people get hung up on their fucking dogs.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story, a little sad dog story. There was this dog once, I remember this a few years back, and he was just hungry, so he went downstairs and decided to eat, I believe it was a prime rib, during a basketball game. And somebody, remain nameless, came downstairs and saw the prime rib on the floor and the dog eating it, and wound up and kicked this fucking dog so hard in the liver that it let out a yelp that the owner heard from upstairs. The owner went, I'll change the names. I'll change the names to protect the innocent. The owner went, is that you, Lester? Is that my Lester? Why are you making noises? Come on, Chester. And some months later, Lester died of liver cancer. Diagnosed as liver cancer, but I believe it was the blow to the liver
How does a kick
that
cause cancer?
ended. I don't think it was cancer.
How does a kick cause cancer?
I think it was a subdural hematoma. I think it was the kick that killed the dog. And, yes, somebody named Craig Hughes, I believe, was in the house at the time. So there's allegations that perhaps...
Let's talk about Tiffy, you sick fuck.
Little Tiffy Toodles.
The little Tiffy Toodles.
Skippy.
You want to talk dogs? Let's talk about Tiffy Toodles.
What, when I flick him in the face?
With your fist.
No, I flicked Tiffy in the nose with my finger.
Yeah, but the dog weighed a half a pound.
Yeah.
A flick is like a punch from Muhammad Ali.
Sent that thing back a few feet. and then it would go for a while.
Tiffy Toodles?
Tiffy.
I remember Tiffy. I don't remember the Toodles part.
Tiffy. Tiffy.
The Yip Yip dog.
Yeah.
And all Yip Yip dogs.
You've ruined a lot. Oh, come on. Hello, Rich.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man. What's up, Rich?
You've ruined a lot in my days of listening to your show, but I will not stand by and let you ruin this episode of Futurama.
Wow, man.
It's too good. I'm telling you, it is the only TV show that I've ever leaked a tear to.
Oh. Now, is this the best, the episode, the Futurama episode, the one fans would talk about the most?
By far.
Get me a copy. I'm going to watch the
the
whole fucking thing.
All right.
It's either that one or the one where Fry is his own grandfather, but it doesn't. That one's not nearly as tear-jerking.
All right, let me go to Chrissy, because we're really bothering her today. Chrissy in Iowa. Chrissy, we lose you?
Chrissy.
Ah, we lost her.
Where's the bitch?
All right, if she could call back, that'd be great. Striker. Striker.
Hey, boy. I got to call Anthony out.
Yes.
I recall about a year ago when
Yes.
Jack left. Anthony was pretty heartbroken and pretty broken up over it, because I remember
You kinda like
Anthony
Jack,
making
didn't
some
you?
rather distressful comments on the air about he was missing little Jack.
I never got emotional about Jack leaving.
You like the other cat, I forgot the name. The one that did dog tricks. It was the most bizarre thing.
Oh, JD.
JD ruled.
JD ruled.
JD was the coolest cat ever.
No, Jack, was cool and all and everything like that, but, c'est la vie. It's how it goes.
You were bummed when you couldn't have JD around anymore.
Yeah, I was bummed. He was kind of,
I saw the
cool
attachment
company
you
and
had.
everything. But I wasn't going to fucking start faggot crying over it.
Attaboy,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Attaboy.
Enough. It's a stupid animal that shits in a box.
When was the last time you cried?
Holy shit.
For real.
Beyond me. I can't fucking remember.
I know it's the cool thing to say,
No,
you
I
don't
can't
cry,
remember.
Because we're not supposed to cry as men. I understand all that. When was the last time you actually shed a tear?
I can't remember.
For real?
I can't remember.
When you were a kid with the spaghetti flying?
No, after that. It's mandatory when your fucking dad drops dead that you gotta cry, so okay, probably then. 95, 94.
So from 94 on, 95 on?
I've been a rock!
Not even a little teary eyeball?
No, I don't.
As we call it in my family?
I
We used to
don't.
make fun of each other. Oh, teary eyeballs.
There probably has been, but I can't remember
I'm not
offhand.
talking
I'm
a
trying
big,
to remember.
over the top. But maybe a little moisture building
I'm trying
up,
to
where you're
remember.
like, holy shit, I think I might fucking drop a tear here.
I really can't remember anything.
Come on.
No.
It could even be something stupid, like a dumb movie or something.
I'm trying to think of a movie.
Or you get one of those, you feel it coming from deep.
Yeah, I probably had that. Yeah, I have had that during movie, but I couldn't tell you what movie or anything.
When the suitcase bomb blows up in Valkyrie and you weren't sure if he was still alive.
I know that.
That's a
oh
rough
my
one,
God,
right?
Adolf, are you okay? Are you okay?
What about you, Jimmy? When the last time you cried? For real?
I don't always say it. I'm trying to think. Ghost Town on
yeah,
the plane made me bawl like a little bitch.
What?
What part? Because I saw that movie recently.
At the end.
That you weren't in it, but Bob Kelly was?
No, that made me sick. That was when I had to reach for the air sick bag. When they were going over and they were resolving all the stuff at the end, let's just say
that's pretty good, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
There was another movie that got me recently, too. Oh, Slumdog Millionaire.
Ew.
What part?
Really?
Just let's just say the ending.
When they switched the scene from the 14-year-old girl and made her an adult.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a little teary-eyed
So many
then,
years
too.
we missed.
I know.
I cry easy at movies, though. Good movie, I cry.
Yeah, somebody had one fly by here on Pal Talk that was one of those that got me was the last episode of Band of Brothers. That was a good one. When they had the actual soldiers that you had just watched the characters portraying through the whole series, and they started talking about their experiences. That was a pretty good one. Also, the other one, Saving Private Ryan, at the end of that.
With the old man.
With the old man. It's always old soldier shit. That's probably what gets me most.
If you don't cry.
Old soldier shit.
If that old soldier shit doesn't make you cry, then you're You're not a human being.
Yeah, that stuff is like, because they still, it's fucking 50 years, 60 years later, and they're like, and me and my buddy went up the hill. Sorry, I got a little. Hold on. And you're with these guys. They become your brothers and your friends through the whole thing. And hold on, I get. So we're German 88s, and we went into the trenches around the back, and I remember Kowalski is running.
You know what that is? It's you're trying to push the emotion back down. You're like, stay down there, stay down there, stay down there, faggot.
Stay down, you know what? I'm gonna cry. Get choked up. He took it out. He was always the one back at the camp that would make everyone laugh. Always had a big smile on his face, and I looked over and I saw him laying there, and he was bleeding. Take the camera off me. I can't talk right now. I'll tell you later. They get all busted up, and I'm sitting there like, but Kowalski.
Blue Heeler has Big Fish, big tearjerker. I heard that movie is ridiculous, but it came out when my dad passed.
Oh, that
so
one.
I had to blow that one off.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. That one, okay. That might get you too.
You don't write
if you got a dad in the ground. If you're lucky enough to have a dead dad, it's a good movie.
Oh, I'm lucky enough. I'm part of the
if
club.
You're one of the lucky devils with a skeleton dad.
Let's high five. I know we don't like to touch, but let's high five.
High
dead
five.
Dead dad.
Yeah.
Club. Who's in the
skeleton
dad club? Anybody else?
I'm not.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Let us know when you join, Jim.
Ugh.
You'll know.
It's the worst.
Oh,
it's the
Jimmy.
worst.
Hey, he'll have all red eyes. He'll miss a day's work.
Anthony,
he'll still do gigs down at the cellar.
Yeah.
He's very dedicated.
Anthony, everyone is bringing this up, so I just got to ask, and I apologize ahead of time. What about when you write the big check every quarter?
All right, one tear does smear the ink when I'm signing that check.
That's more just anger, though.
That's tears of anger.
That's an anger thing. Here's a girl disagreeing with E-Rock.
A girl.
Carrie.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie. What do you got for the show?
Well, I was calling to agree with Jimmy.
Thank you.
On what?
I saw the episode, and I didn't cry a bit, but I think it's the dog's own dumb fault that he died if he's not smart enough to go and figure out, hey, he's not coming back. I'm going to go find some food.
That dog's an asshole.
And didn't the dog have a new owner, the pizza guy?
No.
He sort of did.
Yeah, he did. He fed him and stuff.
He fed him and stuff. So
patted him on the head, it looked like.
A dog's stupid brain, that's good.
That's my owner, so I'm sitting out here because my owner is inside.
Right.
That's what
Why
he
not?
thinks.
No, the owner was just feeding him because the dog was always there.
But that was the dog's new owner and his stupid little dog brain.
Why was the dog out there?
He was waiting
for... up.
Oh, God, that's right. I did. Jason's right. I did cry at that.
What?
Damn.
Where are we going?
Jason in Chicago.
All right.
That was a biggie.
November
Jason.
4th. Oh, really? I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you, Jason. Thanks for the call. Oh, it's old Jimmy Punchline Ruiner.
I apologize. I'm across the room. I could not read it.
That's funny.
Dude, I honestly didn't read it. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
Jason, how does it...
Hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it?
Jason, how does it feel that you probably had a great line that would have got a huge, massive laugh
I'm
that
sorry,
you
man.
don't get to tell now?
Yeah, what were you going to say?
Oh, da-da-da-da, you prick.
Go ahead, Jace.
Yeah, Jason, go ahead.
All right, guys. The last time Obama really, sorry.
Oh, God. And to boot.
Anthony cried when Obama won.
Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally.
You're lucky I stepped in. He would have squashed that concept by tripping on it.
For fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
All right, well, you tried there, buddy.
Yeah.
Chrissy called back. Let's see what she's got. Chrissy.
Chrissy. Bitch. She went into the water in Jaws and got eaten.
Chrissy.
Where are you going? Swimming.
Whee. Chrissy.
I'm going to have my pussy bitten out.
Yeah. Chrissy?
Yeah.
Hi. What do you have to say to the Opie and Anthony program?
First of all, Aunt,
Yeah.
one night with me, sweetheart, and I would get you crying.
Really?
Oh,
How
wow.
fat are you?
Yeah, exactly. What is your name, Jennifer?
Yeah, what would make Anthony cry about you?
Yeah.
You sassy
oh
bitch,
my God,
you.
I'm blushing.
Are you?
Oh, it better. The only answer is I'd be crying at the difficulty of your homework. That's the only way that works.
Exactly. Damn it, it's hard for me to color inside the lines, too.
Yeah, what do you...
No, but I wanted to say for the record, I'm actually a emergency room nurse, so I've
got a
seen a
job.
lot of like bad
Strike
stuff.
one.
And I tell you what, you show me a dog in distress, and I am like falling.
All right.
Get a hold of yourself. Please.
Exactly. You're fucking panicking. Falling apart.
Oh, don't even... Someone just mentioned Sinatra's When I Was 17. Fuck
It was a very good year.
Cigars
Shut
and
up.
Scotch. Oh, you're killing me. Thanks, cigars. At the end of my dad's life, I would go over and see him, and he would sit in his chair and play that song.
Ugh.
That's a depressing song under any circumstances.
It is brutal.
Send in the clowns. Ugh. Fuck the clowns.
What are you, sorry.
Did E-Rock? Oh, I thought E-Rock farted and was fanning it in Jimmy's face, but no, Jimmy farted, and E-Rock is merely trying to
push it back
into Jimmy's
Yeah.
face.
Pay it
They're
forward.
playing fart tennis.
Let's go to DK and MD. DK and MD. What's
Hey,
up?
what's up?
Hey, man.
Soldier stuff, and it was at the end of Band of Brothers. The
right.
grandson said, "Grandpa, were you a hero in World War II?" And he said, "No, Grandpa wasn't a hero, but he served with a company, a hero."
Yes.
That's not the original.
Oh, was that a good one?
The original line was,
Punch it
no,
out.
Grandpa
Thanks.
wasn't a hero. He was a war criminal who raped 13-year-olds and spent his time in the brig. And what a disgrace Grandpa was. Company of heroes, what were you doing, you fucking yellow belly?
Yellow belly. He would always run away.
Of course he was. He would always give the enemy the positions so they wouldn't shoot him.
He pulled the dead soldiers over top of him in the foxholes.
Yeah, and fucking rifle through their pockets. No. I wasn't a hero, but I stole out of the pockets from a few of them. Fuck Grandpa. Grandpa was a fucking jizzbag.
Fuck Grandpa in the mouth.
Yeah, fuck Grandpa right in his aging armpits.
Right in his loose asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Footer, what do you got?
Yo, Aunt, you're crying every day when you leave that show and you just crack that beer open and just soak that liver with alcohol like you do every day. That's crying, dude.
Joyce, here's a word of advice.
I'm crying.
Light punchline advice. You don't want to say every day twice. You're crying every day when you leave and you're doing this every day.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I panicked. What about the mouse with their little cups of water? Right next to you, Aunt.
I cry that I ever made that joke, yes.
Punching out.
All right, good job.
Excuse for a joke.
Jeremy Cleveland.
La 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 la. Whoa, Opie.
You're not the dude. There's one dude out there that nails it every time.
He was doing a sarcastic version.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. Sorry about
The last time Aunt cried was when he found the overturned pizza box on his sheets. Leave it alone.
that. Let's go to Jim in Jersey. Jim?
Yeah, what's up,
Hey
Bob?
guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I gotta disagree with E-Rock. I'm not a big Futurama fan, so I've never even seen the show. I have 3 dogs, and I gotta tell you, a cartoon dog doesn't do it for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
But what does do it is every time I watch that goddamn intervention on A&E, when the family's talking about the problems, and you see the guy on the couch passed out with the needle in his arm, and his family's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just feel a tear in the corner of my eye every time.
Let me ask you, Jim, who are you crying for, though? The addict or the family members?
That's right. Well, the dope dealer won't make that money anymore.
I don't know. My wife had that discussion. I said I feel bad for the person because
I don't feel bad for the person. I feel bad for the fucking family that has to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I see how addicting it could be and how easy it is to get into that.
Right. Let me...
Oh,
I mean,
who cares?
I've never tried drugs, and I just
What fun are you?
see how it could be very addicting, and just families just. And
Watch David's ride home from the dentist and see how fun it is.
Oh, where's that? We got that clip over here?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Is this your
Uncle
last
Paul.
forever?
They get very loopy.
All right, thank you, sir. Intervention.
Yeah. You want to just fucking... I'll give him an intervention. You punch him in the face.
I feel bad for the families that have to deal with that shit.
And I don't know what to do anymore. Well, go over there. smack them around, throw their drugs away, kick them in the head, whatever you got to fucking do?
It's probably not going to be popular to say, but I'm watching.
You like the president?
I like the president.
Okay.
I like him so far. Sober House.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these guys are going, well, what do you want? It's a disease. Now, Jimmy, I understand people say it's a disease, but that frustrates me because I see some of these people like that they fall back on the fact that it's a disease.
Well, what's frustrating about it, because I believe it is, but when somebody uses the disease factor as an excuse, whenever anybody
that drives me nuts, to be honest with you. I understand
tell
that.
Patrick Swayze it's a disease.
Whenever,
tell him that fucking drinking is a disease.
It's not necessarily the act of putting the arm up to the mouth. It's the psychosis that comes with it. It's the mental state that causes it. I mean, you look at, how are fucking alcoholics or drug addicts and food addicts all the same person?
I just see it as being very kind of selfish, self-centered.
Sure.
Kind of, I want this, so go fuck yourself. I'll hurt myself because I want this so much, kind of a thing.
Sure.
I think it's a lack of discipline. You lack discipline. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think this psychological part where you have this whole psychosis where you need to. There's probably a very small percentage of people where that is true. It is a mental fucking problem. But I think the large majority are people that are weak-minded or selfish or just don't fucking want to stop. And they keep going.
Those are all accurate things. I mean, it is a matter of being. It's weak-minded in the sense of you're not going to strength your way out of it. But when you look at the way people detox off of alcohol, there are people that shake. They go into DTs.
Yeah.
There are people that die from it.
There are side effects from going off of medication. There are side effects. It's a side effect from going off of something that your body is used to.
But
I don't think it's shaking and the DTs from some kind of mental thing. I think that's purely physical.
That part is, yes.
Yeah, I think that's purely physical.
But
You're
physical...
detoxifying your body, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's the insanity of somebody doing that day in and day out and day in and day out. Once you start, you can't stop. I don't know what medically classifies it as a disease, but it has been.
I don't know why it does either.
But it does.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it does. And when people use that as an excuse, then it's a problem. But I do think it's legitimate.
Because the fact that you can stop means that you could have stopped. It wasn't, this disease didn't prevent you from stopping at any point. I think mentally you have to be ready. You have to reach bottom, is what they say,
right.
and then start working on yourself. I do believe it's a mental problem. I don't think it constitutes being a disease. I think it's a mental issue that you have, just like there's other mental problems people have, like
schizophrenia.
Not even to that extent. I mean,
OCD?
like a little OCD. Everyone's a little bit OCD, and maybe a little more, but it doesn't get to the point where you would consider having a disease. It's inconvenient sometimes, maybe.
Right.
Maybe you're fucking stupid.
Right.
It's not a disease. It's a mental issue. I'm just saying that the disease part, to me, isn't something you can cure at any moment. If you have a disease, you can't then decide, I want to stop having this disease, and then stop having it.
You don't have it. You're right. And you're completely right. You can't stop having it. To me, I am and will be an alcoholic till the day I die.
Me too.
Attaboy. all you can do with this one, and it's not an excuse to do it. It's
different
almost
practices, by the way, between you two.
Yes.
It's the only disease that you can arrest, as they say, on a daily basis by doing the right thing and not doing it. It's like I'm lucky to have one where I can actually stop doing it if I choose to stop doing it.
So you think of it as almost something being in remission with you?
I know it is.
Is that how it is?
If I was to start today, and I know enough people who stop for 15 years, 17 years, and then they start again, and within a couple of months, it's like they never stopped. And it's like there is no logic that can explain how you quit drinking for 10 years and then start again and then are right back where you would have been. You don't start over. You don't begin to slow. I mean, some people, maybe it takes a little while. But in every case I've ever seen, every person I've ever known, when they go back, it's always worse.
Well, then how about it's not a disease, it's the way their body and mind reacts to alcohol, to drinking. Some people can drink and be fine. Some people can drink and they're not fucking fine. I don't think that's a disease. I think that's the way your body reacts to whatever substance you're putting into it.
We have a stigma, like, with the word disease. Like, we don't want to. A lot of people don't want to classify it as a disease because they see it as being used as an excuse.
Right.
But it's. I don't medically know what makes it. I don't know what classifies something either. So I can't argue that point. So I'm not a doctor. But there's a reason that they have.
Get out.
I come off like one, and I play one when I'm babysitting.
Jimmy, I want to go back. Does that scare the hell out of you? You go right back to it, though?
That's the only reason I haven't.
Just scares the shit out of you?
I know people who have, and it is fucking. There's no logic explanation for it as to why it takes them back.
Do you get mad at them or pity them or?
I learn from them. I really do.
Really?
I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not above it. I know I'm not above that. I'm very lucky.
I couldn't imagine. I think you're a very strong-willed person that I couldn't imagine you ever taking a drink or doing any drugs or anything.
When it comes to that stuff, the only way I stopped is it is big. It will always be bigger than me. I can never ever have just one.
You must be humble.
No, not even. It's not. It's just accurate. Like with something like that, it's like it's like saying Liddell's a harder puncher than me. It's fucking. It's the truth, and everybody knows
what
the truth.
It is.
And it's amazing how people are like, well, you weren't that bad. But when I'm drinking, people are like, will you stop cutting yourself, you fucking idiot? I don't do that when I'm sober. I'm a rational guy.
Right.
But when I'm drunk, FBI!
Oh, God. That is a horrible story.
I would have loved to see just no offense, Jimmy. I would have loved to see that.
It really is odd. I don't know. I just find
the point I was making is I can't say it's a disease or not a disease. I don't know.
We all can't define disease, so fuck it. We're
I have to put that on the table, but what frustrates me with this Dr. Drew show, who I think's I don't like him anymore because I see what he's doing. He's making good TV by using these celebrities. He's not helping anyone in the end. And a lot of these celebrities, they quickly go, well, I fell off the wagon because it's a disease. They say disease way too quickly and way too easily, like almost like a crutch. Like, look, I could always fall back on the fact that it's a disease.
So that
bothers me. I don't know why, but it does.
What it is to me, I mean, yeah, it's a disease. That's a fact, but that's never an excuse. It's always a choice you make.
Right.
No one. It's always a choice you make to go back to it. You always choose to pick it up. That's why you have a daily reprieve. If today I choose not to and I do the right thing, I won't.
But in this case, there's not a lot of consequences on the show because they go, oh, disease, okay, all right, well, we'll try harder next time.
Now we can't even fucking like bash you or criticize.
Right.
It's a disease. It's just like, hey, you're an idiot. Why'd you put that tumor in your head? Oh, no, it's a disease. Okay, I got it.
But look at again an example like schizophrenia or something like that. Which we know which we're comfortable, which are diseases. A lot of people, if you go on medication, people, it's like your disease has been arrested to some degree. But if you go off your medication and kill people, you technically did do it because you have a disease, but nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody gives a fuck. People are going to go, yeah, we understand that's why you did it, but it doesn't make it any better, and it's not an excuse that means we're any less fucking disgusted with you.
Even that as a disease, though, is more viable than alcoholic or a drug addict.
But is it?
They look at it like schizophrenia, you can see, is a brain disorder, where people won't really accept alcoholism or drug addiction as a brain disorder. They see it as somebody with a lack of willpower. More so than a brain disorder.
They do, but there are, and again, I don't know medically enough about it, but there are, the more studies they do, the more they see that it's got something to do with the dopamine release. It's some type of a primal reward system. I mean, there's things to it that go beyond just being weak-willed. I mean, 'cause I'm fairly strong-willed. But when it comes to that, once I start, I am fucking finished. I am in fucking, it's like sex for me. It's like jerking off is not a disease, but it's that thing.
Oh, put me in intensive care.
God, I should have an IV hanging out of my arm with a load in it. But it's that fucking, it's that mental thing that makes me fucking crave that fucking drug drip, that fucking You know?
It does seem to be things, though, that make you feel good.
Yes.
People are addicted to, I mean, there are other people that enjoy cutting and pain and things like that. But the majority of people that are alcoholics, drug addicts, it's a substance or a thing or an action that makes you feel good. Sex addict, things like that. Which always leads me to believe that there is an element of selfishness and self-gratification in it. It's very hard to stop something that feels good. It's easier to stop something that feels like shit.
But the crazy part is, once it flips, and it does flip, and once it flips, it usually never goes back, and the shake set in, and work is missed, and fucking families are lost, and fucking abuse is happening.
Hey, don't get on me now. This isn't about me.
And drunk driving tickets. Once that insanity is happening, and people still do it, it's like, there's no rational explanation for it.
I think there is an irrational, rational explanation, which is, it feels good. But it makes you feel good. Whether you're taking away a pain that you have, whether it can take you away from the reality of your shit life for a while, or whether it just kind of feels good to be buzzed, I think that, to people, is more important than the risk of what damage is going to be done by your actions.
But after a while, it doesn't even feel good anymore. When you're doing it, when you have to do it so you don't shake in the morning, that's not feeling good. That's basically, you need an outside substance to maintain normal life. Like, that's where it goes beyond feeling good. When you have to do it to maintain any type of an existence, that's not feeling good. People who are hiding their bottles, sneaking it just so they don't fucking shake, I mean, that's not feeling good. That's just maintenance for normal life.
True,
shit.
yeah. Wow. I gotta get back to normal. I gotta get back to normal.
Yeah, and that's where it does. It's like you're shaking if you don't. They say alcohol is one of the worst withdrawals. That and Valium, believe it or not, are two of the most brutal. Yeah, more than Coke, more than heroin.
Good, I better not stop.
Jesus. Oh, don't be fresh, God.
Stop it now,
over
kids.
there and kick you on the hat.
God bless Anto. I want to clear something up with the Dr. Drew thing.
Sure.
I said because he's using these celebrities to make good TV, but under the guise that he's helping. That's what frustrates the shit out of me.
All right, yeah.
Like, we use people to make great radio, but we're
honest.
We're honest about, like, go fuck yourself. You suck. You have a speech impediment. You're homeless with a stupid cake. Whatever.
Yeah.
We put it right out there. We're not, like, doing this, like, we're fake helping people crap. That's all. I was going to play the dentist audio to wrap this up a little bit with the little kid in the back seat. But then Sam just handed me a Christian Bale doped up dentist kid remix.
What?
This could be really good. We haven't heard it yet.
A little exchange between the two.
Let's see how it sounds, man.
I feel da-da-da-da like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you?
Is this real life?
No, shut the fuck up, all right?
Okay, now.
No!
Okay, now.
No!
I have 2 fingers.
Oh, good for you. You're unfucking believable. I'm fucking serious. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. But I don't fucking cut it when you're bullshitting and fucking around like this on set. What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer.
I can't see anything.
I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Shut up for a second, all right? What the fuck are you doing? Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
I don't feel tired.
Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally.
Wow.
That's funny. He kept interrupting the kid. No! No!
Who did that?
That's a good one.
Doesn't say, man. We were just about to give up on this Christian Bale remix thing. We got 2 really good ones today.
That's a good one.
Want to hear the other one again?
Yeah, I like that one.
All right. Yeah.
No beeps in this, or did it come with beeps?
Oh, shit. You know what? Fuck.
I say we do it without the beeps.
E-Rock!
I want to hear beepless.
Do we have beepless on this?
Did it come without beeps originally, and you had to beep it
from Josh in Connecticut?
There's an uncensored one that came in an email that we don't have. That was the only one that we.
There's an uncensored one that came in an email we don't have.
That doesn't make sense.
Where did the email go?
There were some email server problems. So we don't have the uncensored version.
So to Josh in Connecticut, could you resend the unedited, because they're going to kill us here You're playing the edited version, but it's still no.
No, I said resend the unedited.
All right,
Resend unedited.
Yes. All right, we'll wait.
You asshole,
Josh, send
you.
us the unedited so we can play it over here on satellite radio.
And be quick about it, stupid.
Lickety split, you.
That's right.
You have two other Christian Bale remixes that were handed in.
Which ones?
There's one by Butcha, and there's one by our intern Evan.
Well, I just got the thumbs down on the Evan one.
That's a thumbs down. Oh, that hurts.
You want good or bad?
Play good first.
All right. Here's Butcha came up with this. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Just punch it.
Couple taps. That's all.
Tap, tap.
Just a couple of taps.
Tap will do you.
Never tap a piece of machinery any harder than you would the bridge of your nose. That's a rule of thumb for gauges.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, that's what they say.
How about if you're married to Jake LaMotta?
That can be a problem.
I was going to go with the going out with Rihanna.
Or Rihanna, yeah. That's
there you
another
go.
one.
I go back to the 50s you go with this morning.
I was right there, though. You got your Jake LaMotta in first.
Hey, you put
I want you off the fucking set, you prick!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, don't just be sorry. Think for 1 fucking second. The fuck are you doing? What the fuck is it with you? What don't you fucking understand?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Are you professional or not? Give me a fucking answer!
Now, when you yell at me, it makes me nervous. And when I get nervous, I get scared. And when motherfuckers get scared, that's when motherfuckers accidentally get shot.
I wanna fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right?
Nobody's gonna hurt anybody.
You're unbelievable, man.
What's the matter?
You're unfucking believable. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally.
Right, that was the good one?
That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad considering it followed the kid when it was hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad considering the one that I listened to before it.
Oh, Jesus.
Why not read the time code on the one for Evan?
Oh, no.
It's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Cool. You got to be brave to hand in something that's 2 minutes long.
Wow, that's fucking, yeah.
It was Josh from Connecticut, not Chris. We gave the wrong
Yeah,
info earlier.
My
people saying it
God,
was Chris.
man.
And this should be put out there as we talk about addiction. Mike in Hoboken, go ahead.
Mike?
What's going on? I just like the people that they put on Dr. Drew. Those people are addicted to being on TV.
Yeah.
So Drew actually feeds their addiction for fame and makes them cast members on a show of drug addicts.
You're so right. And these guys are going to they're going to get more TV attention if they slip and do some drugs or, what have you.
Right.
You nailed it, Mike. You nailed it.
Thank you, Mike.
Talking to himself.
All right. This is Evan, Guitar Hero guy.
2 minutes of...
Danny couldn't wait to hand this in.
Oh, you know something? Now, Danny gave this the thumbs down. Maybe there's a little personal animosity.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I'm confident this blows.
Are you trying to get Evan back?
No, I
Why is it bad?
Well, first of all, when I saw the 2 minute runtime, that kind of turned me off in the first place. Like any good production piece is going to make you laugh way before 2 minutes is up, and just I felt that it didn't flow, it didn't work.
Let's see how long it takes for us to rip it out of the CD player.
The following is a true re-recording of the original recorded transmissions pertaining to the accident. The subject concerns an aircraft accident involving Cactus 1549 on January 15th, 2009.
This is Cactus 1539. Hit birds to lost thrust on both engines returning back towards LaGuardia.
For fuck's sake.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia. Turn left heading up 220.
Unable.
You're unbelievable, man.
Hi, Cactus 1549. It's going to be left traffic to runway 31.
Unable.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus?
We can't do it.
Unfucking believable.
Okay, what do you need to land? What do you need to land?
Give me a fucking answer! What don't you get about it? Look, G, you got fucking something to say to this prick?
Whatever you want, man. Do you want to try to go to Teterboro?
Yes.
We can get it to you. Do you want to try to land 1013?
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
Thanks. We're unable. We may end up in Hudson.
Somebody should be fucking watching and keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, with the Cactus 2 north.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Does anybody remember last
Yeah, that's a joke, son. Don't you get it? I made it funny, son, and you're not laughing.
I purposely kept it on a little too long just to make everybody uncomfortable.
Be more funny. I'll give you one thing that I did like is that you mixed the sounds where it sounded like he was on mic and the little clicks beforehand. So you get an award for technical achievements.
Being good with the clicks. Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah. Other than that, wow. How far in were we before you punched out?
3 seconds.
I purposely went because I hit the point where I knew it was bad.
Yeah.
I purposely went another 40 seconds after that.
Wow.
On purpose.
Yeah, it went much too long.
Concept was good though.
See, and you guys thought I was shitting on Evan, but I'll defend him and say, you know what? It's nice to sometimes see our interns actually hand in shit.
Exactly,
You know?
shit.
Well, yes, you're right.
Jimmy, what'd you think?
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Wow. He was in his Spider-Man line.
Sure. Why don't we take a break? Thanks, Evan.
Yes! Thank you, Evan.
No problem.
Better luck next time. It happens.
It's always good to end the segment on a dud.
I got 2 words for you. Works every time. Mouse jokes.
She sucks.
I'll get it.
Fuck does she suck. Shut up and play the music.
I remember hearing that, but
anyway,
sometimes it's justified.
For another day.
What
Opie and
band
Anthony.
is this?
You kidding?
No.
Come on, Jimmy. We were just listening to his new stuff yesterday.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I'm sure I heard the Zeppelin cover, but I'm wondering what band actually wrote the song.
Yeah.
You scared me.
How come some lowly intern never brought me my water? And as they bring in the water, I'm requesting some tissues. Some tissues.
Well, it is 09. 09.
Oh, I got here 05.
Is it 05 or just 5?
05, yeah. 05.
05.
I got here 05 and did nothing, Brooks. You piled the books up and you put them on your cart, you dummy.
Can we get Sam in here just to say costume, please?
Costume.
Here comes Sam.
Thank you with my tissues. And why is this water hot? It's not only warm, it's hot.
He probably held it in his pockets.
Why is this hot?
The fridge is broken.
Wait, would it turn into an oven? It broke and turns into a microwave.
I like room temperature water.
I do too.
It's more than room
this is
temperature?
warm. Like make tea with it. Oh well, just walk away.
All right, thanks, kid. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even know what he's doing here.
That's okay. We're just fucking with you. All right. You're a good sport.
Mars
Thank you,
through.
Mars has his own personal stock of cold water.
Sure.
I like it. Thank you, sir.
He keeps some of all the fucking equipment that's not running.
Sam, if you will.
Costume. And his lip goes costume.
That's all we want to think.
There's no fucking SH in costume.
No, it's costume.
Beat it, stupid.
Exactly.
To celebrate Black History.
Ow, my ears.
Sam's a douchebag.
What happened there?
Don't mind me, girls.
Dig.
Yeah, what?
Oh, you talking to the...
You got boogies?
No, it's no, not boogies. Just very runny.
Just dig in there. She don't care.
No, it's fine. It was just a little runny. I felt it running, and I didn't want to keep going the whole time.
I want to pick my nose so bad.
No
right
picking.
I've been doing much better. You know that.
I've noticed.
You ever like to scrape
I've
one off
noticed.
the
I
inside?
love scraping the wall clean. I love it. Start from the back and work your way in.
You fucking twist and turn and you pull on the top, like the ceiling of the nose.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to give it that last little pull.
Oh, my God.
Stop it.
And then you're amazed, like, wow, look at this.
I can't even listen.
And then, of course, you got to eat it right in.
No, there's never eating.
It's like a bloody cornflake. It tastes like blood.
Why does that bother you so
It's
much?
like a scab.
Snot is
but just talking about
top 3 disgusting bodily fluids and whatnot is snot.
I can't get one.
Stop it! Get your finger out of your fucking nose, Jimmy. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I know. I gotta be careful.
You're way up there. Oh God! Grab a tissue and fucking wipe your finger off.
Yeah.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! No! Don't put it in your mouth.
Oh, I wish I could join Jimmy, but I'm trying to.
No, delicious. Like you're at dinner.
I
wish I could join you, but I'm cutting down.
It's a salty, bloody snack.
I just want to do it.
Oh.
I think I'm clear right now, though.
I'm gonna fucking puke.
Give me a tissue. Let me see what I can blow into a tissue. Then I'll eat it. I'll eat it out of the tissue.
No!
Dude, I fucking scraped one out last night while I was pissing, and I flicked it into the toilet seat. I didn't eat it. I put it in the water in the toilet.
Made a big splash.
No, it landed on the fucking outside rims of this morning. I'm pissing. I'm like, my tissue thing. I'm bleeding out of my dick. So I had to take a tissue and take my fingernail through the tissue and scrape it off the fucking rim of the toilet seat.
Holy shit! What is fucking going on in your head?
I had a booger. So
yes, but it's bloody?
Yeah, when you scrape a bloody booger off the inside of your...
How many bloody boogers do you have?
Oh, many.
Oh, yeah. It's winter. It dries out a little bit.
It absolutely does.
So if you kept your fucking claws out of there, you probably wouldn't have bloody boogers.
You scrape your tongue?
I brush my tongue with my toothbrush.
You sniff it after you scrape it?
Yeah.
No!
You gotta get
that
one of those.
So disgusting.
Get a tongue scraper that looks almost like a spoon, man. There's brown goodness that collects in that.
Wow, by the way, that was another good. Maybe we could try that on fucking St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
Tongue scraping's a big A.
Wow,
That's been a long time.
Oh, remember
and then put
that?
some green dye in it and mix it up for St. Patty's Day.
No, but you know what?
It's leprechaun shit.
But there you go. Smelling his tongue scrapings is something we could do in a live show.
You haven't lived until you scraped your tongue, my friend.
I brush my tongue with my toothbrush every morning.
Why don't you brush it with a dick?
That's why I have to brush it every morning.
Go for the scrape of a little tongue scraper, man. You're going to be impressed what comes off on
I don't think I want to do that.
On that thing.
I don't like disgusting stuff.
If you get the scraper too far back in your mouth, you start gagging, gagging a little bit.
You guys are fucked up, man.
Why?
Because things don't disgust you like that.
Do you pick scabs and eat them?
You got... No!
Never?
Holy shit!
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong that I don't pick and eat scabs?
It looks like a little cornflake.
No. It
Brand
looks
new,
like a scab.
Brand new one. Why don't you try it right now?
No, I'm not fucking trying.
No, happy, dude.
No.
I'm not even joking. You'll be happy.
I will not do it. I will not fucking do it.
No?
No!
No?
No!
No?
No!
No?
No!
No?
No!
Is this your defense? This is your defense. You're trying to get out of this disgusting talk.
I'm fucking serious. No!
No,
You know what? I wasn't going to bring this to the show, but I want to share something with you. The other day on Friday, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't even know how this happened. I was taking a shit.
You forgot that your pants were on? I've been there.
It might as well have been just as bad. And somehow, I went for the wipe, and not a little, a lot was on the sleeve of my hoodie. Shit!
Holy fuck!
What? I don't know. And I have no idea how that fucking happened. I reached back like you do, and I wiped, and somehow I looked up. I almost started puking. You're leaving?
Don't. No. I'm trying to do a reenactment here.
And my sleeve wasn't like long, and I thought I had clearance, so I don't really understand like how that happened.
You didn't have clearance.
I think what happened was maybe my cheeks weren't like properly like in place, and the. Is there chicks out there?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I think the shit, like, shot maybe sideways.
You think you sprayed the cheek?
I think. Instead of, like...
Oh, damn.
So it was on, like, more of the butt than I thought. And when I went to wipe the actual area, like, the sleeve scraped and took everything off. And I was mortified. Do you remember the morning I took my hoodie off and it was wet and it was just hanging on my chair?
What he forgot to mention was that he was taking a shit on one of those 0G flights.
Yeah,
a vomit comet.
You know,
what happened? Was it a little runny? Was it a little runny or watery?
No, not
So it was
really.
a solid shit.
I mean, in between, you know.
So then, how did it get on a cheek?
I don't know, man.
I think you had your sleeve up on your hand a little high.
Right, and it just
you may have
just wiped through.
How much of it was it? How far up the sleeve was it?
It was like this part. It was like this, right?
It was on the cuff.
Yeah.
So
But
on
a
the-
lot.
A lot of shit
Not
was
a
on
little.
your cuff.
I was mortified. I wanted to puke.
You wipe front to back. You wipe with your hand
Front to back. Yeah.
from the back, like that.
Yeah. I don't know how. I was. You ever been embarrassed and you're the only one in the room?
Do you start at the asshole, or do you rev up by the taint first and then pull?
You got to rev a little.
Okay, so perhaps you had some shit hanging there, and your sleeve brushed the shit.
That's what I mean. So
hanging right out of the asshole while you were
It
still
might have popped out sideways
on the
because my
runway.
cheeks weren't like properly. Sometimes you got to.
You're still on the on ramp.
You kind of have to open everything up so it disposes properly. But if you're not opened up properly, then maybe it shot
it was just
sideways a
hanging
little bit.
there or something. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, that's a problem. That was where Opie was taking shit in zero gravity. Got it on his cuff.
And look at the girls. They're loving that story. Well, I figured if we were talking about all this gross shit, I would bring it to the program.
Well, that's a good gross one.
Dog Shit Sniffer writes, where are you, buddy?
With a name like that, he's been there.
He writes,
Oh,
Opie,
yeah.
take a booger, roll it in earwax. It's like a cannoli.
Oh, fuck. I can't. The shit talk isn't bad because it's funny.
It's
like
not
shit
funny.
for
It's
some reason
so
is funny.
fucking gross.
But snot and earwax, shit like that is just too fucking much.
Dude, if you saw that fucking bloody scab sitting on my
God,
toilet
he's
this
got a
morning, it was
fucking-
horrendous.
It's got to be a little dry, though.
Yeah.
A little too moist. And
One half is dry.
That's when the boogers lose me.
No, the half that's clinging to your nose is moist. The scabby underside is moist. The top part is dry.
Hey, where are you?
I can't listen to that.
What's wrong with you?
It's making me gag.
Oh, here we go.
When you smell a booger, it smells like a wound.
What I love about this show,
bacteria.
What I love about this show, you can pretty much tell any story and you realize you're not alone.
It doesn't matter what it is.
That's why I love that we get to do radio. 'Cause if we didn't have this radio show, you'd be like, I'm a fucking freak.
I'm all alone.
Who does this? But look, Tim's with me. Tim, go ahead.
All right, Opie, I did the same thing once. It was a while ago, though. I'm going to admit I was probably like 13 or 12 or something.
Thanks.
All right, I did the same thing. I finish up, I wash my hands, and it's not until like 5 minutes later I put my hand up to my face to rub my eye that I get the smell of shit. And I realize it's on my sleeve.
You shit on your sleeve.
Ricky M. from...
Did you twit pick it?
Huh?
Did you twit pick
I didn't
it?
twit pick it. I'm sorry.
You should twit pick that shit.
Yeah, maybe I should. Oh, boy.
All right.
My wife's checking in. I don't even want to read it.
She's
It can't be good.
Probably doesn't like.
It can't be good.
Hope she wasn't doing your laundry at the time.
All she wants to know is if I washed my hoodie. Yeah, in the sink. I've worn the hoodie since.
So you.
Oh my God!
You have shit on your sleeve. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I bought a new car though.
You get rid of the hoodie, or you fucking put it in a washing machine in hot water with soap and fucking everything else.
All right, I'll wash it today.
What'd you do? You ran it under some water in the sink and fucking rubbed it together like
Yeah.
like
What'd you do?
Fucking the Ingalls laundry. you go to the laundry by the river.
Oh, sure.
But no, it's not. It probably still smells like shit.
Do you know I used to shit my pants so much? My mother stopped washing my underwear. I can remember. I would stand there and scrub. I can't tell you how many hours I spent scrubbing my shit underwear together to clean it under a sink.
Dude, after a good workout, man, it's been known that I'll go to one of my bathrooms and make sure.
Oh, really?
Because they're nice new underwear, and I'm like,
dude,
fuck.
If I realize
I'm washing out fucking racing stripes.
If I realize there might be a problem afterwards, I will jump in the fucking shower.
Dude, it's a workout racing stripe. What do you want from me?
Shower. You jump in the shower and get a washcloth and soap and get the fuck back there.
Yeah, but
take care of business.
It already did its damage on the underwear.
How long are you wearing it?
Underwear.
You could feel that there's going to be a problem before there's a problem.
Yeah.
You could feel a little itch, maybe an itch back there. That kind of lets you know that there's going to be a fucking, a hue problem. With you're not going to be able to white balance a camera off the back of your fucking underwear.
You've never sat on a bicycle seat a little too long and worked out and get the sweat and everything going? You're brewing some nice stuff back there.
No, I would never take a shit like that before I went to the gym.
I thought I was clean, but with the sweat and everything,
No.
Oh, I'm the only one that has had a racing stripe in.
No, I'm not saying that.
At
but
this age,
there's preventative measures you can take.
Well, I try.
And a shower
like
is
anyone
one.
else. Sure.
You ever take one where
showering before I work out?
You ever? I would do that in a second if I knew. Would you ever? Have you ever gone right from the bowl to the shower? Just
yes.
After wiping a few times, you look and just go, fuck it, I give, you win. The toilet won.
I bend over and let that shower just power wash the area.
Power wash.
I'll say that I don't even go for the hand scoop at that point. I'm like, fuck, man, let the shower power wash.
It's like the only time in a straight man's life where you'll feel a little gay because like you'll be like you're in the shower. Cause I've done this, kind of like you're about to be strip searched by a police officer, and you're just kind of bent over and like you're spreading your ass cheeks open so that the shower water could better
get the water in there,
clean your shitty ass.
I like when they play hard to get. The sisters are in there.
Andy just should have worked out for a little while. They would have wanted nothing to do with him.
Oh, you need a friend?
Janine from Long Island.
I could be a friend. Oh, fucking guy.
Janine from Long Island, new sleeve song. I was wiping my ass, la 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 la, la 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 la.
I got some la 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 on the la la la.
Ricky M from Holliston, you might have you might have had a hanger when it stood up. Where did it go? It mushed together.
Do you know I clean my ass so thoroughly?
How thoroughly do you clean your ass?
When I'm in the shower, I mean, I'm digging deep with the soap. I'll actually put my finger up my ass and smell it when I pull it out and make sure that there's nothing.
What?
I'm telling you.
You do not.
Wait, what
no,
did
you
say?
don't.
I missed
No, you don't.
I missed the
In the shower, if I've shit before the shower, when I'm cleaning out my fucking round eye, I mean, I'm fucking in there, too. I can make sure it's clean. Like after I've actually put my finger up and I'll smell it in the shower.
Whoa.
But it's clean. I know it's clean. I'm like, good. Now
How do you not? You could have the assumption of cleanliness based on the fact that you're in the shower and you're scrubbing.
I want my ass eaten.
You don't have to.
Am I right, lady? I want my shitter tongued. So I get in there. What's wrong with me checking it myself first?
Can I tell you something? You said to me, "What's wrong with you?" I have to say it back now. I don't give it as long as the outside of my asshole is clean. That's all I care about.
See, that's the difference.
But
I don't go into the rim.
You don't really?
No.
No wonder your ass sweats the way it does. That's
Maybe
why.
I spread a little and get in there, but I'm not like fucking pipe cleaning my asshole.
How far up are you going?
How big's my fucking finger?
No, for real.
You don't have to clean your fucking
How far up you
duodenum.
go?
What are you doing?
Do they sell duodenum wipes? Duodenum wipes at the
I'll
supermarket?
fucking open my ass cheeks. A lot of times
How far,
I'll just take
really?
a finger. It depends. If
One knuckle?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just push soap in there and let it and then rinse it out. Why? It's clean. But then when a girl eats my ass, they say, wow, your ass doesn't smell, your ass is clean.
Fabulous.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fucking price you pay. What do you expect the chick just to go in there and fucking eat a dirty ass? They're not going to do it. They don't like us.
I'm not into that. But there are areas that are in very close proximity where you don't want anything in the blast radius.
Yeah.
So believe me, if a girl's fucking going down on you, especially if you're 69 and her nose is pretty close to some fucking vitals.
Exactly.
So you want to keep everything spotless.
But go deep
regardless
in.
if they like tonguing or not.
You fucking open those cheeks and that stink wafts out of fucking
You
cheeks.
don't want that.
So you want
everyone to finger their own
that.
asshole today?
You never want that.
Enlist this. Anyone who wants a chick's mouth or face, buy their balls and ass, and you don't want her to be disgusted,
right.
Finger your ass. Clean it in the shower. I mean, while you're watching a movie, while you're in the shower, put soap on your finger or a claw and get in there deep.
Okay, what do you use as a cleaning? What do you use as a cleaning device? Just your finger? You soap your finger
I don't
up
use
and
a
then
washcloth, really.
Now, a washcloth over your finger. Now you're getting some fucking width.
That's too thick.
It's
yeah.
a little thick to be shoving up your
Too
ass,
thick.
Jimmy.
Use a bare finger.
What do you use? A black man's dick.
Yes, I do.
Cover it with a washcloth.
The unclipped cock of a tranny makes a wonderful washcloth.
Don't you get fecal matter under your fingernail, though? If you
No,
do
I
that?
wipe my ass good, though. No.
So now you're in the
My ass
shower,
is
though.
clean, man.
You're washing. What do you use to wash the inside of your ass?
What I'll do is this. I'll wipe in between the cheeks with soap.
Yes.
And I'll turn like Danny said.
Barehanded?
Yes. Yes.
Washcloth.
Fuck washcloths, man. I don't need a
Washcloth works good because you get almost an abrasion, an abrasive property, yet smooth because it's so soapy.
I wash my body with one of those loofahs. Because exfoliate, it's good for your skin.
Loofah.
And I'll run one over my ass a little bit, but then I just get in there with my hand. I'm very thorough. I don't have a very hairy ass, though, so I'm lucky.
I like Anthony's idea with the washcloth. Then you leave the washcloth for your guests.
For your guests. No, I'm a washcloth guy.
So then they can wash their face with the same washcloth.
No, I only use my own washcloth, and I wash the washcloth very thoroughly when I am done.
Throw it out every time.
And I never
use
use the washcloth on my face.
What's wrong with keeping the hoodie even though there was a little shit on it, man?
Because there was a little shit on it.
Who gives a shit? I love the hoodie. And they don't make them anymore. This particular one.
What, with shit on it?
Yes.
They don't make those shit
It's a one of a
hoodies.
kind.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Just throw it in a washing machine.
Collector's item. Yeah. Washing machine. Hot water.
You don't think I jacked it up a little bit and make it fun for the radio?
No.
Of course I washed the hoodie.
I will fucking straddle a girl's
Of course
face,
I did.
Yeah.
my balls in her nose and jerk off. And I'll put my ass on her mouth and her
With
nose.
confidence.
With fucking lick.
I have confidence.
Lick it.
Yes.
Yes.
I have cleanliness confidence as far as that goes. It's very embarrassing if you were dirty.
Yeah.
And no, it's always a shower. I
I'm also
shower a
supposed
lot.
to fucking hold a girl's throat, make her lick your ass. It's the
Yeah,
only way to do
exactly.
it.
If wow.
Wow, I just got a listen to Jimmy email.
Oh shit.
Absolutely, man.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Let me tell you, Sam.
Fuck. You a little cranky?
I've been fucking farting like an animal because of these dumb protein shakes, and they've been these types.
Those are the worst.
Dude, my fucking... They've been hot followers. Like, I drop... They're like the Verizon guys' friends.
You see jeans pop up a little bit?
I fucking will actually go in the other room and fart because I don't want to trail it back into the bedroom.
Right.
Because,
It's embarrassing.
I want her to eat my ass. She started licking my ass a little bit.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, your ass is really clean. I'm like, I know, bitch.
No, bitch.
That's right. Get in there. But I get like when I used to get massages, I haven't got one in a while. It's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
And I would lie on my fucking stomach, and this one girl was so sexy. She'd rub the back of my legs, and she'd kind of like put her face by my ass. I think she liked to smell my ass.
Oh yeah?
Because it was clean.
Right.
I'd always push it back. I'm like, God, put your face. You know, you like it. It's so dirty. But I knew it was clean.
You knew it was clean.
Mm-hmm. And she would.
Never gets gamey.
Before it does. But I shower. I won't let anyone go near me.
Right.
Oh, but
See, that's what I mean. You gotta shower. Scrub the fucking shit out of that.
Scrub a dub.
Literally. Scrub
The
the shit
worst,
out
though,
of it.
is when you got a massage therapist coming over and you drop one of those fucking break off in the middle pieces.
Oh, no.
And you still feel a big hunk of log up there.
That is,
Yeah,
that's
the
not
worst.
good. Because that means it's knocking right at the door.
Yeah.
If you had to, let half the party out and half is still in the house, they're going to be right by the door.
It's like when you chew a piece of beef jerky, the other half, that's what the log feels like. Half a piece of jerky stuck up there.
And now, to solve that problem, what do you do?
I'll just fucking put my
Tissue?
fingers in there and dig it out and eat it.
Well,
No, it's a shower, or else I don't let it go
Fucking
there.
head date is hilarious. It says anal care right now. And before it said poop and boogers.
Well, at least people know what they're getting here.
Absolutely.
Look at us. We talk about Obama like there's no one fucking calling our show. We're talking about shit and boogers at every line. Every fucking line. I got some la la on my la la. La 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 la. Oh, God. Handheld shower head is good. Nephew sneezed, ate it. Ope just don't wear underwear. Someone actually said buy brown and black underwear. You'll be set. That's a good idea.
Even in the gym, I don't fuck up my... I wear a bathing suit under my thing in case I want to swim, but I don't even sweat that bad. I mean, I sweat, but my asshole is like just a little ass sweat.
I got 6 high-powered jets in my shower.
Yeah.
And, wow, that'll clean out anything. Just bend over, just fucking let her rip.
I just have a regular shower.
Fucking fire hose that ass.
I prop a foot up.
Yeah.
Bend forward.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, it's
like
posing.
you're fucking putting in a tampon?
Dude, that's exactly great.
One
way.
foot up on the toilet.
Do you know when I fucking baby wipe out my asshole, I use a little tissue first. When I baby wipe it, I wipe it, and I keep wiping it until the paper's white. And then I'll put a fucking...
Then you put it back?
No,
Save it for the next
exactly.
time.
And I give it to an elderly person. I say, let me wipe the chocolate off your face, too.
You had a little here, see?
And I'll fucking put it... And I'll put the fucking one finger with the... With that wrapped around my finger up my
And you'll
asshole.
go a knuckle or two?
They don't call them baby wipes anymore.
What do they call them?
No, because everyone's using them.
See?
Like someone figured out, holy crap, I could use these baby wipes and really keep it nice and clean. And then the marketing people went, well, adults aren't going to buy baby wipes on themselves, so they just turned them into wipes.
Yeah,
or
it's like,
something.
you know what it is? It's like, yeah.
But they were baby wipes until a mere couple of years ago.
They call them shit killers.
The toilet paper companies are putting them out now.
Right.
You can get like Charmin's version and stuff, and they just
it's
call
for
them like
adults.
wipes.
It used to be baby wipes, but
flushable wipes.
Flushable wipes.
Mm-hmm.
But, I feel like I haven't really cleaned up if I don't use any of those. If you're over someone's house that doesn't have any, how dare you? Now I'm using your fucking curtains, motherfucker.
Man, I like to clean the doo-doo out of my butt.
Jesus. Have we done enough today, you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever wipe with those
Yes!
wipes,
I mean,
the
what?
flushable wipes, and then maybe, just for some added freshness, rub your balls with them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Danny? Yes.
Clean the whole area with that
Yes!
shit.
Sometimes, man, you're out. It's warm or what have you. and
What have you?
It's
Well,
not
what have
It's
you?
not shower time.
Right.
But you got to freshen up.
Freshening up with the flushable wipe on your balls.
Oh yeah, you just get
Thank
in
you.
all those creases. And
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
In the side. Yeah. See? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I'm not crazy.
No, man.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm one of the guys that like I shower in the evening, so like I'll wake up and run out the house.
Yes.
So sometimes you'll be sleeping, you wake up, you're sweaty from sleeping, and you're just like, man, I gotta do something about
Wipe
this.
it.
What do you sleep on the radiator?
Wipe.
How are you sweating?
PC from Virginia wants to know, Jimmy, do you stop wiping your asshole once you come? We get out of here.
There's nothing better than getting your fucking ass licked.
We've done enough damage.
Wonderful. And the 69, when you're fucking eating her ass and you feel her tongue snake down to your fucking between your cheeks.
No, I'll fucking
lick my buttery
I
honey.
will eat an ass like it's filet mignon, but I don't like anyone down there that area on me.
Because I know what
I'm
goes
just
on
not
back
into
there.
the.
See, because you know what goes on. You worry.
I know what goes on back there. Like, oh, why would I put anyone through that shit?
But if it's clean, you eat a girl's
Why
ass.
would I put anyone?
Girl shit.
Opie makes it sound like they're going to Nam. I've been there, man.
I know what goes on. It's like what?
It isn't even that. I'm very confident.
Even if I liked it, it would be like I can't put you through that.
I'm very confident in my cleanliness, but I'm not into.
Dude, you ever have a
that.
chick swab your tongue out with your asshole out with her tongue?
No.
It fucking
No.
feels great. You
I
can't judge
enjoy
it.
the practice of doing it.
Do you feel silly?
I just
No.
wouldn't have it.
Silly?
I'm being
You must feel silly.
Fuck,
You
a little
gotta
silly?
feel a little silly, Jimmy.
Silly?
Little bit.
Little bit.
Little silly, little bit.
Here's what I
What's the
feel like.
position?
It depends. Sometimes with some girls, it's been while they're on their back, and you're fucking choking
And you
them.
straddle their face?
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
What do you think he is, a rookie? Of
Look
course.
at
I've
him.
done that. I've also done it on my back where they'll snake the tongue in, or on my stomach. I'll fucking.
Do you ever do it on your
All right.
knees where you look back over your shoulder and go, tee-hee?
Yes.
What's the silly
no, this is what I do.
What's
when
the
girls
silly position, though?
when I'm on my hands and knees and the girls eat my ass, I don't know why I do this. I'll go, 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. But I'll hear her go, 1 little, 5 little, 6.
Oh, my God.
That is funny.
Little silly.
No, but I've been on my hands and knees getting my ass eaten. Yeah, I haven't been on my hands and knees.
Not
Yes.
saying you can't go
Yeah.
there, but it's a little.
Gotta be a little silly.
Gotta be a little silly.
Dude, that feels fucking good, man.
You put your legs way up in the air.
No, that's silly. Your legs like in a V. You're on your back, your legs are straight up in a V, and she's laying on her stomach just going bloop, bloop, tongue in your ass.
How do you make it look cool? Then maybe I'd be okay with this?
And then
How do
you
you make it look cool?
Then you cross your ankles, but you're still in the pike position, and you shove your balls and dick through like a fruit bowl, so she can go from that to your asshole.
I push my fucking ass back into their face.
Do you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You're not alone, Jimmy. I'm just saying there is a silly factor to the whole thing. That's all.
It is.
I love it.
Like you're strapping on the old feed bag with you.
Put me like a fucking bitch right on my belly. I'll get on my hands and knees like a bitch and push my fucking ass back into your mouth.
Yeah?
Yes.
My ass is a little itchy right now.
Uh-oh.
A little itchy. We got to get the baby wipes for the bathrooms around
For the bathroom yet? No, it's fucking
itchy.
shower time.
Yeah, you
Go
guys,
home,
I'm listening to both of you.
shower
Neither
time.
one of you maintains your assholes properly.
No, I do too. I
No, you
will
don't.
never even fucking fess up that. No way. My asshole is fucking spick and span, my friend.
The first part of that, I believe.
Uncut spick and span.
All right. We're out. Give me that Pro Flowers read. Let's do that and get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Did the ladies enjoy the ass talk today?
Talking about smelling like flowers.
The thumbs up from the ladies out there.
Everything's
Jimmy.
coming
Love
up
an ass
roses.
talk.
By the way, if people are going to be, I got to plug my gig. If people are going to be in Philadelphia, Upper Darby, I will be there February 21st. Me and Artie Lang are doing the Tower Theater. LiveNation.com.
See Jimmy's squeaky clean ass there.
Well, it's actually this whole thing I'm doing on stage now, where I actually bring a card table on, and I get on my hands and knees, and for the last 8 minutes, I do my ass-eating demonstrations. And I have like a fucking rubber tongue, and I make slapping sounds against my ball bag and asshole.
Do you finish up with the 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians bit?
I do, but I always thought, 1 little, 2 little, 3, and then and the best is when she goes, 1 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians.
I thought she'd just have a puzzled look on her face.
No, she gets along with it. She goes,
okay.
Follow the bouncing balls.
and then I go 7 little, 8 little, and before I get to 9, I fire a deuce into her mouth. And I go, gotcha.
That's the 10th little Indian boy.
Jimmy, I saw you at Caroline's recently, right? Let's say you decided to go with the ass-eating display at the end of your show.
Yeah.
How long would it take before you're the only person in Caroline? Because you got to think the fans would go with it for the first few minutes. Like, all right, what the fuck? This is weird.
Yeah.
But when does it turn ugly and people just start marching to the exits?
People would begin walking out after about 2.5 hours because my asshole would captivate people for a long time.
Of course,
Is
sure,
that a
sure.
girl's ass? It's so smooth and tasty. I'd offer people little swabs of it. Go up, take a tongue swab, 50 cents. Throw you 50 cents in the
50 cents a lick.
Yeah, 50
like the
cents.
old days when you got to licking a giant ice cube.
Lap it, doggy.
Yeah.
Lap it. Like my asshole spread a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for a strap-on fucking, to be very frank with you.
Wow.
This chick's not into that type of stuff at all, but I may have to push her.
I've been caught, by the way. Remember when I said I was pumping it up for the radio with the hoodie, and I said, of course I washed it?
Yeah.
Getting another
another text.
Another text in big capital letters, liar. You don't know how to do wash.
Oh.
Which basically means that hoodie's still in the house somewhere.
You better not have
washed.
put it like with the other dirty clothes so they're contaminated with shit.
Got called out on my lie.
Where do you do your wash? Do you have a laundry room or do you send it out?
Both, because we have a really tiny little washing machine.
Yeah.
Really small.
Is it in your place?
It literally does 2 pairs of jeans.
In your place, or do you have to go like downstairs or
No,
something?
in the place.
Oh, okay.
I
And
do
a dryer?
full loads.
You have in your apartment?
My kitchen, washer and dryer.
Do you have a giant one?
A good size one, yeah.
Mine is tiny, man. Whatever.
Here's here's the catch. Is it big enough for one fucking hoodie?
That's right.
That's all that
I wash cum socks in mine. You ever do the old sock puppet cum sock? You put the sock
I would
on
throw the
hand,
sock away.
You throw it away.
Yeah.
I don't. I wash it and I put it right back on. I play golf.
I haven't jerked off in a sock in years, though.
That's for fun, though.
Well, why would you jerk off in the sock? You use the sock.
Yeah, to clean up.
I have nailed a T-shirt every once in a while, and I'd run right to the washing machine and throw that fucker in there.
I used to make the homemade pussy out of my socks. I did try that.
No, you
once.
didn't.
What?
Yes, I did.
Ew.
Oh, I'm alone.
How was that?
Yes.
It was weird.
How would you do it?
Well, because they were like big, fluffy, fucking basketball, thick socks, and if you
You
give me
roll
a pair
them a little?
Yeah, if you give me a pair of socks, I'll show you.
Oh, wait, if you rolled them
and then
you squeeze the front and you almost can make a vag out of it.
That's what I was thinking at the time.
What would you put in it for lubricant? Jelly?
That's the problem.
Oh.
You're still getting a nice dry one.
That was the problem. I couldn't really figure that
Tinactin?
part out of it. I couldn't figure
Tinactin.
I couldn't figure out that part.
Sock jerk isn't, you're not using the sock for the actual jerk. You're jerking, right when you're ready, put the sock, finish up.
But I did make a sock pussy. I just remember that right now.
Yeah. Yes, ladies.
I tried it a couple times.
Guys are disgusting. Just want to add that in. Yes, guys are disgusting.
You ever make a sock pussy?
We jerk off with our clothes.
No, it's called Yes, Ladies, You Are Replaceable. You don't want to go out for dinner? Good, I'll save some money and fuck a sock. I have to listen to your babble.
Look, it was a primitive pussy, but I was 12, 13. I wasn't getting real pussy, so to me, this was
Mine was just for strictly for cleanup.
All right,
purposes.
someone in the back office made a sock pussy. Who's coming forward today?
I didn't make a sock pussy, but a friend of mine, he went to very elaborate lengths to make a faux pussy. He took like a large Ziploc bag and then squoze some of those chocolate pudding
squoze
into the Ziploc bag, laid it flat, put it in the microwave, took the bag out of the microwave, so now the chocolate pudding in this bag was warm.
Yeah.
Went over to his couch, folded it in half, shoved it in between his couch cushions.
Wow!
And then fucked the warm bag of chocolate pudding in between his couch cushions.
And then it exploded. It looked like you raped a cancer patient.
All right, what did Sam?
I hear Ringo used to do that with George's head.
Where's Sam? I guarantee Sam used a sock pussy, motherfucker. Booby Man in Brooklyn, I know what you... Oh, wait. Sorry, Booby. That wasn't the one I wanted. Hold on a minute. It might be good, but I was looking for where the fuck.
God, that's fucking funny, man.
Motherfucker.
Fucking a pudding bag in a couch.
That is really funny.
Colostomy.
And he had no problem telling all of us about it. Of course. He was like, guess what I did yesterday.
Proud of it. Samuel?
Yeah?
What's young Sam doing in here?
Oh, hold on. Travis from Kansas City, Kansas. He writes, "You're not alone, Opie, but I'm not saying any more than that." See, there you go. You can tell any story in the show, and someone will back you up.
Yeah.
Sock pussy when you were growing up.
No, never a sock pussy.
Motherfucker.
Sock, cum rag?
No
No?
socks.
I just use fucking toilet paper.
What do you jerk off?
No, sometimes, like when I
don't
remember
think I ever used my socks to clean up.
Yeah, in a pinch.
Not saying,
In a pinch when you're living at home. Like when I was living at home when I was a kid, you couldn't just fucking leave with a boner and walk into the bedroom and just go, yeah, I'm getting jerk-off tissues. So, if you felt so inclined and you're jacking, you just kind of look around the room and go, a sock, it's easy. Nothing can run off of it. Like if you used a shirt or something like that. You're sacrificing the niceness of, the regular jerk with the fucking stupid feel of the sock on your dick. And you kind of feel silly while you're doing it.
Like a goose.
Silly.
Like Dad would say, a silly goosa-baloosa.
But cleanup is so easy. Just a little squeeze.
Sure,
you throw your little space food sock on the floor.
You put it back on.
You put it on your foot. Oh, God, all cumsies between your toes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we got...
Hey, potato flakes.
Hey, jerk off, all of a sudden you got dead from potato flakes in between your toes.
Tomorrow we continue this discussion, if you remind us, over here, by the way, on the satellite side. The women, we're going after you tomorrow. You guys rubbed your snatch on everything possible when you were growing up.
Washing machines, dryers with unbalanced loads.
Bedposts. We did this bit before.
The fucking
girls
faucet
were riding their own
the
bedposts when they were growing up.
Faucet in the fucking bathtub.
Right.
Brush handles.
Right. The old tickle deodorant.
We shared way too much today. The women are going to share tomorrow.
Yeah, we use clothes. You use everything else.
That's right. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, plungers.
Well, you did.
Plunger handles.
You ever leave a plunger in the toilet? The next thing you know, she's bouncing up and down, having a good time for herself. The ignorant guy.
The gear shift. There's one girl took a Spanish fly. Found her on the gear shift, dead.
Fucking computer monitors.
Yeah, I seen it.
Hats.
Shoot the hostage.
Nate Sack from Whackbag. These fuckers are hilarious. It's okay, Opie. I fucked. God damn it, up to date. Hold on a minute. It's worth it. It's okay, Opie. I fucked a hole in my mattress. Beware the spring. All right.
Uh-oh. Angie's never doing my laundry again.
Yeah.
Why? What does she think her husband does?
Yeah, exactly.
Keith is jerked off in every sock in the house. He probably puts them on his ears and does reindeer impressions when he's finished. That creep.
He uses her socks, probably.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think he's doing? He's no saint.
Charlie Dog.
He's jacking everywhere, I bet.
Of course he is.
Charlie Dog writes, one time I peeled a ruby red grapefruit, spread it in half, and it looked like a pussy, so I had to fuck it.
Penis probably had like that tart look on its face.
Oh, my God. Empty Pringles can.
What?
Oh, please.
You know how dangerous that is?
Yeah, insert a sock or two inside each other.
Wow.
And fold the openings of the socks down the outside, then put in a Ziploc bag with some lube. Wow.
Weren't we getting the fuck out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm going to go home and fuck an object. By that, I mean my chick.
An object. Proflowers.com. That's all they need to hear today. We did it, right? No?
Did we?
And what do we got with the Pro Flowers? We got a lot of flowers.
Well, it's Valentine's Day this Saturday, so what are you doing? What are you doing, guys? Pro Flowers. Flowers.
Yeah, if you're going flowers, definitely, this is the way to go. We've used their service. Very happy with the results. I've given them to just a ton of people over the years. And they got a nice deal for Valentine's Day. 1 dozen red roses and a free ruby red vase.
But what if I want more flowers?
Well, you get 2 dozen assorted roses and a free cleared glass vase. And then they throw in some truffles for you. I love the truffles.
Yeah.
That's a guilty pleasure.
Very tasty.
That's one of my guilty pleasures.
After the last discussion we just had.
All for just $39.99. It's an unbeatable deal right before Valentine's Day, saving at least $20. Wow. Don't wait. Valentine's Day is on Saturday, and supplies won't last. So this is what you do. You go to proflowers.com. There's going to be a microphone in the upper right-hand corner. You click on that microphone. They're going to ask for a password. You type in Opie, O-P-I-E, and then you get instantly these savings we mentioned here today. Proflowers.com, password Opie, or call them, 1-800-PRO-FLOWERS. That's 1-800-PRO-FLOWERS. Don't forget to use the password Opie when you get someone on the phone. Don't wait. Order now. Proflowers.com.
And that will do it for the Opie and Anthony Show Tuesday edition.
And scene?
Scene. No.